What up? It's your boy Jerry the Great, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new podcast, Just Jerry. On Just Jerry, I'm keeping it real, I'm keeping it honest, I'm unfiltered, and of course, I'm gonna keep it funny. If you want to check out Just Jerry, you ain't gotta go nowhere. The brand new episodes drop on Wednesday right here where you're listening and or watching this podcast. So make sure that you check me out, man. Just Jerry. You are now listening to the Dignified Delinquents. It's your boy Jerry the Great, and I'm gonna keep you entertained from start to finish.
It's your girl Niecy Ray, and you know I'ma keep it real.
It's your boy Breeze, and I got a story to tell.
Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and you are tuned into a brand new episode of the Dignified Delinquents podcast. That is the Dignified Delinquents podcast. That's a podcast that your mama, boyfriend, girlfriend be listening to. That is us. We are them. We are delinquent and we are dignified. If you thought this was something else, guess what? It ain't that, because it's this. Got my people's in the building. I feel great this evening. First and foremost, the first lady of the Dignified Delinquents is here. Her name is Niecy Ray. What up?
What up?
How you living?
I'm living.
Now you better match my damn energy. You saw how I came in here. You
better
okay,
wait a minute. Hold on. Rewind. Bring it back.
There you go.
What's
okay.
up?
Huh?
How you doing? What you doing? How you feeling?
This is a little
like
P-Nate la nigga. P-Nate la who. Hey man, we are trying to get Breeze in this thing. Breeze is having some connectivity issues. His power has been up and down all day, all night. Breeze, I'm texting him during the show, trying to get him in here. But we do got a special guest, Niecy Ray. You know this guy.
I know this guy.
You know this guy. I know this guy. If you a real, true dignified delinquent, you've heard this guy. He's a former co-host of the Dignified Delinquents. Now it ain't who y'all thinking. It ain't if you've been a delinquent since 2021. It ain't who you thinking. It ain't that. This right here is a real throwback OG Dignified Delinquent. I call the man my good brother because we are frat brothers. But it's my guy, the one and only DeWayne, aka Earthly Vine. What the hell you in?
My dog. What's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you too. What you got on, man?
Good brother, let me ask you one question. But say the wine one more time for me.
Oh, Pinot Noir.
Okay.
This is a little Pinot Noir.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. What you look like a extra in a Tyler Perry movie. What you wearing?
Man, that's my swag. It's me. This is me being me. So
I've known you since 2017. I've never saw you with a bandana on your head. What you covering up? What are you protecting?
Listen, I'm protecting a lot, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation. So I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be back. I got fired on my day off a couple years ago, and I'm back. So yeah.
You too? You got a little feedback coming in, good brother. You must be watching us as we watch you.
No, give me one. Let me try to fix that.
I'm gonna mute you. Maybe that's not you. Maybe that's Niecy. Sound like it might be a little like it might be Niecy. Yeah, Niecy. Are you watching us watch each other? You must have got another screen open or something. Good brother. While Niecy's figuring that out, man, how you living, man? It's good to see you.
I'm living good, man. I'm happy. I'm in a good space. Yeah, life has just been great, you know, professionally. I'm a dad now, so which is beautiful. So yeah, I'm good, man. Life is great. I'm happy to be on here. My good brother called me, said he wanted me to come on the show, and I'm here. So shout out to the people tuned in. So
absolutely, man. Now you done did something. You moved to Houston, Texas on your boy. How was life in H-Town?
You know what's interesting, right? So for those who don't know, I used to live in Florida. That's how me and Jerry met. I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida. Went out to the Midwest and came back to Florida. I always wanted to stay in Florida, but my son was born in Houston. So with that, I moved out to Houston. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. At first, I wasn't feeling it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a bit of a struggle. It was, but it's growing on me now. It's growing on me. I done got out. I done, you know, I've been in the streets a little bit, you know. Brunching, you know, wine tasting, things of that nature. So, you know, getting my sip on too. So it's been good though. Houston is a city that never goes to sleep too. So,
which is. It's interesting, good brother, because you're vegan, and Houston vegan friendly?
They are, but they're more vegan friendly closer to the city. So I live probably about 30 to 40 minutes away from like downtown. But when I want some good vegan food, like I go into the city and I can find a nice, good vegan meal easily in Houston. So
okay, nice. Yeah, good brother. He tried to get me to go vegan a couple of years ago because you was telling me about not even just like the meat being bad.
Yeah,
the bad energy that you send into that meat when you kill it and you pull it up from the ground and
I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say.
And I told you, I said, yeah, that sounds good, but if you cook that shit at 350, 375, all that negative energy that was put into it, that's all gone. That's all gone.
Away, huh?
Thinking it's delicious. I'm not
sure.
How
good brother. I gotta give you your flowers though, man. This, you know, you came a long way from when we had the podcast. So
yeah.
For those who don't know, I was on Well Before Ness and all them folks, and we was at a glass table with a bottle of Crown, with 2 mics, and that was it. And that's how we really had it. We was making it work. And so to see you here. Yeah, to see you here in the wide words of my good brother Al, I like your setup. I like it. So
Niecy's refreshing. She has some feedback going on. Okay. But yeah, I saw shout out to Brooke. I saw Brooke in the comments because we live right now. Brooke is like, Jerry L, stay firing people on their day off. And here's the thing.
I ain't get fired, Brooke. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, you didn't get fired. I think we have ran into a situation where we knew it was about that time. Like it was like, okay, it's time. Nisi, welcome back. Hell no, you ain't.
I think you're on mute, Nisi.
Your microphone ain't connected. Hell no. There you go.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
am I back?
You
back in the building.
You back.
We functioning properly.
Yeah. And what I think it is, Nisi, you don't have your headphones on, so when it was kicking out the sound to you, it was bouncing it back into us.
That's was playing through my headphones were plugged in and everything, but it was playing through my computer. So
okay.
Yeah, you hear now. You sound good.
You're good now.
Technical difficulties is what was happening.
That's what happens when you go live. That's what happens when you do live. But I was telling DeWayne, like the last time that he did the show, like he was because you were an official co-host. We ain't do no photo shoot or no shit. We ain't take no pictures.
We ain't do none of that.
We ain't do no photo shoot. But you were a co-host. We ain't had you wasn't on the flyer. You wasn't on the banner or nothing.
Nah.
I think it was just me in a suit or some shit, some crazy shit. But yeah, you was an official co-host. Breeze is in the comments, so if you can comment, Breeze, you can pop in here. Say next show we in person.
Get Smitty. Shout out to my dog Breeze, man.
Get Smitty with it. But no, so it's good to have you back, man. I know it's been a long time. You were supposed to come on as a guest, but we had a hurricane come last time you was in Florida.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah,
a hurricane came, so that stopped everything.
Yeah.
But welcome back. Now, Nisi, turn to the side so we can see what you got going on. I thought somebody had sliced you.
Yo, that's real, man.
That is unique. What made you do that?
So I got a couple costume parties tomorrow, and I was just refreshing on my skills to make sure I still got it, because I ain't had to make fake wounds and whatnot in like a year. So I just was testing it out to see if I still knew what the heck I was doing. Mm-hmm.
Now you tell me if this is true, Nisi. You tell me this is true. I heard Ice-T say this on Drink Champs. Ice-T said that women love Halloween because they have an excuse to be a hoe.
Oh.
Depends on the woman.
Okay.
I like that response.
Because some women do take it, and they take it as their opportunity to dress slutty and sexy and, got the titties out and whatnot, because everybody doing it. You ain't gonna really get judged for it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have your women who they don't care, and that's how they dress all the time.
Yeah.
So it depends on the person. If you somebody who real conservative all the time, and you feel this your one night to let loose and dress however, then yeah, that's your opportunity.
But can't you just be a teacher? You got to be a sexy teacher. Can't you just be a nurse? You got to have your titties pushed up, nurse with the titties out. Although I would love to see my nurse. I might go to the doctor more. The nurses had their titties out.
I might go to the doctor more. I can't. No. I mean, I guess it really depends. I don't know. When I do costumes and whatnot, my stuff always be like a little gory. Like it's never gonna just like I'll be sexy, but I'm gonna be bruised up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be cut up. Something's gonna have happened to me in the process.
You gonna look like a zombie or a vampire or a patient.
Something's gonna happen. I done had a whole hole cut out in my face before.
Oh. That make a nigga not want to talk to you. I guess that's right? Good.
That's fine though. I don't need nobody talking to me. My man not here.
Because he just left. That's why you were smiling like a motherfucker. Yeah. Y'all should have saw Nisi. Nisi came on this.
Nisi was happy.
Radiant, good brother. Shining.
Big smile on her face.
Big smile.
Radiant.
She's glowing.
She showed all 32 of her teeth. I ain't never seen all 32, Nisi.
Okay.
Maybe saw 24.
Maybe 24.
Okay, not like that though. Y'all
must have had that room.
No, not like that. Y'all had that room stinking, didn't you? Y'all made that thing stink.
Wow.
That's what they say. I'm gonna have that room stinking. Now, good brother, this is
what it is.
What it smell like, Nisi? A little Bath and Body Works.
Not Bath and Body Works.
I was gonna say
No,
I forgot who I was talking to. I'm
You
sorry.
forgot who you was talking to.
I'm so
I
sorry.
don't bath and
So-
body. It's okay. It's all good.
Oh yeah, because you make your own stuff, right, Niece?
I do make my own body butters and stuff, yeah. But when it comes to like fragrances and whatnot, right now I'm like on the Jimmy Choo kick. So
Okay,
that's what I'm wearing.
True. Okay,
That sounds expensive.
I do.
Jimmy Choo, I
So
want
you got a
you.
little money.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Lisa got that
I'm
first
broke,
teaching
baby.
check. Lisa got that teaching check. She was like, let me go spend this on me.
Yeah, let me splurge a little bit.
Nah, I ain't splurging. Rent due next week.
People always do that though. Nate, this is my first check. I'm gonna do something for
yeah.
myself. I don't never do nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I always find a way to do something for me. There you go with the balloons and stuff.
I was
You
about
know,
to say,
throw
what?
some fireworks too.
I wasn't trying to.
See, it's just
Now-
not working.
You got to update. Now, good brother, this is your first Halloween as a father.
Yeah, it
So
is.
what are y'all doing?
Man, we gonna have a fun Halloween. So first and foremost, we got to have a little adult time. So we're going to an adult Halloween party.
Who?
An adult Halloween party. But me and his mom are going to a party this Friday, and we dressing up and we doing all that. But for him, Halloween's next week, so we dressing up as the Flintstones, and my little guy gonna be Bam Bam from the Flintstones. So
Bam Bam, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
If you know Bam Bam, and if you've been around my son, you know their personalities are the same. So yeah.
I like that. Bam Bam was disruptive though.
Oh, my son grabs everything, throws everything he get his hands on. My man had tore down the curtains in the shower. Like he That's little Bam. Yeah, that's little Bam right there. So
you gonna be Barney Rubble?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the dad, whoever Bam Bam's dad is. So
I think that's Barney. That's Barney.
That's Barney. Yeah, I just got the costume with the blue tie on it and everything. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. So
we have a couple of Halloween parties that we hitting. But I'm not changing costumes. My costume gonna be, if you see me at one party, you saw me at them all.
At them all, okay. And what's your costume?
Same.
I'm not gonna say it on here. It's not anything sexy or crazy, or my titties ain't gonna be out. But but the only reason I'm not gonna say this is because we're doing a Halloween party on Saturday in my line brother's house, and we keeping the costumes surprise.
Okay.
And they listen. Sometimes watch the show, so I don't want to. I don't want to throw it off,
Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm excited. I'm hitting 2 Halloween parties this year. That's a lot. That's a lot for Elmo. That's a big word for Elmo. That's a lot for me because I shit.
Because you usually do one at the house, right?
That's Christmas. That's the holiday.
That's Christmas. Party. Okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, that you only be my one time. Like, okay, I do this at the house for the season. Tis the season, and then get the fuck on.
Okay.
But this year, we're gonna do it big. Now, I'm curious because DeWayne, you have a son, so you're starting new traditions.
Yeah.
Are you not gonna take him to Hallelujah night?
Hallelujah night?
Yeah. That's what Nisi wanted to know. Nisi asked that question.
Nisi asked that question?
That's not what I
Nah, wait.
You said, Nisi. I'm sorry.
That's not what I asked. I asked, did y'all have to go to Hallelujah night, or did y'all actually get to go trick or treating? It was a difference as a child.
Oh, as a child? Oh yeah. I was bad as a child though. So we would go trick or treating. We would throw eggs at people's cars. We would.
Oh Lord!
We
was doing whatever on the night of trick or treating. So yeah, I was not Hallelujah in at all. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds devilish right there.
Yeah.
Now, Nisi, for me, you know what? We didn't have to do Hallelujah night either, because one, our home church was in Armin, which was about 15-20 minutes away from where we lived at, so we wasn't driving there. And it would be all of us, our cousins, and we would be like in a big SUV. But what we would do is because we didn't live in the projects, but we lived hood adjacent. We lived at 328 School Street. Now 329 School Street is where PPU and all that other stuff was at. But what we would do is we would all get in the car and go to the nicer neighborhoods because they got the better candy. What the fuck? The balloons?
You and these balloons, man.
We would go to the nicer neighborhood because they allegedly had the better candy. But then your mom will always tell you, like, oh, I gotta test that candy before you eat it. Like, what the fuck you got to taste the Reese's and the Hershey's? Taste some of these goddamn Smart Tarts.
Yeah.
Because the chocolate is for the adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all, Nisa? What y'all had to do?
I had to go to Hallelujah night. I was there faithfully every Halloween.
Every Halloween, huh? Not
every Halloween.
Dang.
No.
Okay.
Never strayed.
Holiday.
Yeah, all of that right there. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm like, well, let me go get. At least the devil got Reese's.
Now listen, we did get candy. We played games. It was like we did a jumping tent, so it was a bounce house out there. We had one of our rooms, our classrooms was filled with hay, and you would jump in, find your candy, fill your bag up as much as you can, and hop back out of there. So like, it wasn't, praise the Lord, we singing and choir and this, like we had fun. I just never went trick or treating.
You never went trick or treating,
right? Like, and I never dressed up.
Never experienced.
I probably did before we started going to church, but we started that church when I was 2. So I don't remember what I did when I was 1.
What age did y'all stop going trick or treating?
Oh, that's a good question. I think when I stopped, low key, because I also lived hood adjacent, but more hood as a kid. Okay. So more hood. My mom ain't never give me real costumes, so I played football. So she was like, "Why don't you be a football?"
Why don't you go in Smith?
Yeah.
You a different football player each year, same uniform. This year, brother,
I can't lie to you now. 3 straight years, I was a football player, I was a baseball player, I was a basketball player. Repeat. I can't make it up. And so that's a hard question to ask, but I would probably say around probably high school. Yeah, I was trick or treating in high school. Like I wanted some candy after football practice. Me and my friend. Listen, I was there, 16 years old, 17 years old. I want some candy. And
17 years old, sir.
I used to go with my nephews though, but that was my excuse.
Okay,
to go with my nephews and get some candy. So yeah.
I will say my parents never brought us a fucking Halloween basket. You go get a pillowcase. You take the pillow off the case, and that's your Halloween bag. You take that pillowcase down the street, you throw it behind your shoulder, and when that pillowcase start getting filled up, you go get another one. Because damn it, we hot tonight. Oh, we hot tonight, nigga. The streets is hot. Yeah. And don't let your house be one of the houses that says you don't want to open the door, so you leave the candy on the porch with a sign that say "Take one, nigga. We taking them all."
Yeah.
Let me get there first. We taking them all.
Taking that whole bucket.
Every single one. And we gonna take your bucket. We ain't gonna even leave that.
Yep.
Not gonna leave the bucket. You gonna take the whole bucket.
You gotta take the whole thing.
Whole bucket.
Dang.
Gone. I'm sad that you never experienced these.
Now,
it's okay. I go to Halloween parties now and do this kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So you good now?
Yeah. My best friend, she throws a party every year. So
okay. Now I was gonna say, how was it the next day going to school? Because I know that was rough hearing your friends talking about how they was out trick or treating. It was a Hallelujah night.
No, it was fine. It didn't bother me because, like I said, we played games.
Okay.
We got tons of candy. Like we had bags on top of bags on top of bags of candy. Okay. I mean, the neighborhood kids would come. My church is in the hood. Like it's in it. It's right there in it.
Okay.
So like the neighborhood kids would come and get candy and stuff too. So, but I mean, by the end of the night, because of course my parents was volunteering, whatever was left over, we kind of took home. So I don't think I missed out that much. I just no.
Oh shit! I don't like how you said no like that.
She got serious.
You said your church was in the hood. That sounds like the Oak, nigga. They right oddies.
It's in there. It's off Sutel.
Okay, you right there.
It's actually around the corner from where we used to live. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like how you say in the hood and then just say right around the corner.
Well, because y'all neighborhood is like hood adjacent. Like it was in there, but it wasn't in there.
You can throw a rock and hit it.
My church, my church on one of the number streets. You actually got a name.
You was on 17th and 44th. Just don't even go there.
Right.
Oh man. Now, good brother, you recently went to where did you go? You went to Italy.
I went to Italy. Yeah, Italy.
With your Fashion Nova outfits on. I saw you, nigga.
Fashion Nova.
That was Boohoo, actually.
That was Boohoo. Oh
Yeah, that was Boohoo. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna lie. That was Boohoo. 2-piece set, everything.
2-piece set.
Yeah.
Niece, I think he got mad at me because he posted a picture and I thought the nigga had a romper on.
Yeah, he did.
I thought it was a romper. I thought because it's like pink, it's pinkish.
Yeah, it's pink. Yep, it was pink.
Salmon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say salmon.
Yeah, let's say that.
It's salmon. I thought it was a romper because he had the shirt tucked in, but it was so crisp, like so clean. I was like, I said, "Why this nigga got a romper on? What?
Hey,
Why
that thing was
romper?
clean.
Not a romper.
No, I want a romper. Where my romper at?
Not you want a romper? No, you don't.
I think you texted me or called me that night, didn't you? It was something like that. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I asked him to send me a picture for the show. I was like, good brother, send me a picture for the show, and so I can use it for promo.
Yeah.
He sent me that picture. I wanted to respond back and said, "Don't you ever send me, as a grown ass man, don't you ever send me this picture ever again of you in this 2-piece."
Hey, it was a nice picture, man. It was a nice. Follow my Instagram, Earthly Vine, to see it. So.
Yeah, damn.
It was
good
though.
A romper.
A romper.
That mean you
I
had
want to
that
show you
tucked
the
nice.
picture, but I don't want to show you the picture.
But it was a video
Not
right
you
after.
want to show me the picture, but you don't want to show me the picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him show it to you.
I mean,
Nah, I'm gonna find it. Oh, you did tuck that in nice now.
I did.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
You did tuck that in nice.
Yeah, I did.
It looked like a one piece.
It looked like a onesie. I was like, I said, where's the zipper? Because if he has to shit or pee, he got to take that whole thing off.
Hey, but if you keep scrolling, you can tell it ain't a one piece.
Right.
Gotta keep scrolling.
I said, he put that shit on.
Yeah. Listen, but it was off in literally 5, like probably like 3. It was hot over there, good brother. Like I'm talking,
I believe it.
It was hot. That came off real quick. So
what's your IG? Is you didn't I should have told you to put it on your name thing. How can they find you? Because people want to see the picture. I know they're gonna want to see it.
Oh, it's at Earthly Vine. So it's spelled just like that, Earthly Vine. So at Earthly Vine, you can go see the picture. You can follow me while you at it too. So yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Now you was out there, you was wine tasting, you was doing all the stuff.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good trip. We was out there for like 10 days. It was me and my partner. We were out there, and we had a good time. We drank some wine. We went to Venice first, which Venice is probably my favorite city ever, because it was my top place to go where I wanted to go. And I got to taste some wine,
Nice.
got to eat a lot of pizza, got to eat a lot of pasta. And then we went to Rome after that. Rome was cool. But I always tell people, if you've been to New York, if you've been to New York, you've been to Rome before, basically, because they remind me of each other a little bit. So it was a good time.
Billboards up too?
Yeah, billboards, big, like, of course, the only thing that's different is like the building structures, of course, because just, the infrastructure and all that stuff is different. Mm-hmm. But other than that, though, it was very similar. But it was all a good time. Like I said, we were out there for 10 days, just drinking wine, eating pasta, doing tours, learning about the history of it, and just having a good time. So only thing, I think I told you this, the only thing I didn't like about this trip was them damn plane rides. And plane rides was about 15, 16 hours long. And when that thing starts shaking while you're up,
like yeah.
Boy, you do that dance on the outside, and then your heart starts doing that dance on the inside, because boy, you think that thing about to go down.
I'm coming today.
Oh man,
I need you. I need you.
And shout out to Tierra Davis. She said it was a nice picture. So
it is a nice picture.
Thank you.
It looked like a fucking romper.
Thank you, Tierra. I appreciate that.
But it does look like a romper.
They do make rompers for men.
They do.
But you're right. When you go to the bathroom, you got to get butt naked.
Yeah, I can't wear no romper.
You got to drop the whole fit to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Your damn shirt be by your ankles. Like, how the fuck?
You might get some stains on it because it might hit the ground.
And nigga gonna know it's you because your whole outfit on the ground.
Yeah.
This whole damn outfit on the floor. What?
Oh man.
Hey, you know what I thought was dope though? And Nisi, I think I told you this about Dubai, but this just goes to show how terrible America is, like from a food standpoint. DeWayne talked about eating pizza and eating pasta, but he told me that like he still felt light, like it wasn't heavy.
Yeah, I didn't really gain. I probably gained a pound over there, right? And I didn't work out one day. I mean, I walked a lot. Like I ain't gonna lie, I walked a lot, so I probably lost that weight. But like usually in America, when you eat pizza, when you eat pasta, you feel like super heavy after you get done. You want to go to sleep. Man, when I got done eating, I felt like I could run a mile. Like I felt good after that because it was just so light. It was just so fresh. Everything was so fresh. Yeah, it was
fresh.
It was good. I didn't feel like stuffed at one time over there, which was absolutely beautiful. So I recommend anybody if you want to go to Europe, go to Italy. Like it is, and Venice is all water. And I'm a Pisces, so I love the water, and so
gotta do it.
Listen, it got to do it a lot, and so because of that, I love.
I'm a Virgo, so that means I like Cheerios. Get the.
I can't. I like water too, but I am a Virgo, so I like.
Maybe y'all be killing with that astrology. Are you into astrology? Are y'all into astrology like that?
A little bit.
Right. I ain't deep dive gonna tell you my sun, moon, all that stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I can't drive. I'm a Capricorn. Get the hell out of here.
And they are pretty accurate.
I don't like when people make an excuse for themselves because of that. Like,
right.
Girl got like, oh my God, I didn't cuss him up. Well, I'm an Aries, we fiery. I'm like, nah. That's just who you are.
That's your personality.
Exactly. Don't do that.
Don't blame it.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
The day you was born.
Yeah, don't do that.
Your birthday got to do with how you treat people. Sorry, I'm just a Gemini. You know they say we two-faced. Shut the hell up. Hey, I've enjoyed this so far. Welcome back to the show, good brother. Good to have you back on that. Just trying to. I think that you should take the bandana off and show people what's really going on.
You know what? I think you should take them glasses off and show people what's really going on. Your eyes gonna be this big on the screen.
Hey, Nisi, we do this all the time.
All the time. This is all the time, man.
This is us on the regular Tuesday.
Hey, good brother, what you got on your shirt over there,
though? This one?
Yeah, that one. I like it.
Oh, it said I got this from the Legacy Museum. So last show I talked about going to the Montgomery and visiting the Legacy Museum, and I got this from there, and it says from enslavement to mass incarceration. I'll say it again in case you missed it last week. If you haven't been to the Legacy Museum in Montgomery, highly recommend that you go. Highly recommend that you go. Now, we were talking about clothes. You said that you got your clothes for Italy from Boohoo.
Yeah.
I don't like that Boohoo don't make clothes for all bodies. Like Nisi, do you see?
They do well for talls. Because like if I order talls, because usually I have an issue with stuff being long enough because my legs long. But if I order from them and order a tall, it's a tall. Like I probably don't need to order talls from them because it's a little too long.
Now, Nisi, you ain't 50 pounds. You ain't Respucia. Do you? And you curvy. Like, do you find that it fits with your curves and stuff?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Because I'm curvy, I tend to stick with a lot of stuff that got stretch in it. So I read the material before I just purchase. Because a lot of those websites, you don't get your money back. You get the store credit. And what if I don't see nothing else on there I like? So a lot of my clothes got stretch in it for that reason.
Okay.
Because you're right. I'm not this big.
You ain't Whitney Houston.
I'm well over 200 pounds. So my stuff got
200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nisi, you over 200 pounds?
I'm solid.
Solid as a rock.
Hello.
Hello.
No, I can never find shit from Boohoo. Me and my wife be wanting to do like the matching, the little TikTok where you put your hand out, they clap, then the outfit changes and shit, and you clap. I can't find shit on Boohoo that fits this body.
But there's some stuff on there for you.
It is, but the problem
I
is
refuse to order a fucking 6X, and I ain't nowhere near that.
not a 6X.
That's
You
what you
probably
gotta
don't
like.
need
You gotta
that.
you gotta order like
Probably
real big.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Listen here, you regular bodied motherfuckers. Don't y'all tell me what I be.
No, I'm trying to tell you. If you order it thinking that you need to go up a size, because I did this with Boo.
I did that too.
I messed up. I should have just got my regular size because I went the size up or so, and it was way too big for me. Their sizes are different because I don't think they're an American company.
They're not. No, they're not.
Them and Pretty Little Thing are not American companies, so you can't go by them sizes for real. Like you gotta just get your size.
I ain't never heard.
And
of
if you do go a size up, oh yeah, Pretty Little Thing.
I never heard of that.
They got billboards here.
Now is that
it's all the same thing. They all make the same stuff.
Okay,
gotcha. They're like I said, a UK company. They're not American. So this stuff still don't take long to get here, but they got stuff for everybody too. But again, you can't, if you do go up a size, just know you might have to get it tailored. Yeah. Like if you don't feel comfortable enough getting your size, just be prepared to take your stuff to the tailor. That's what all the girls that got BBLs do.
The one thing I will say for men, I can't remember the name of the site, but it's basically like I think it's based in China, and they got like really cheap pricing for their clothes. You know what I'm talking about?
Thermal?
No, it's what is it called? Not Fashion Nova, but I can't think of it right now. Dang.
K&G?
Nah, not K&G. Shein. I will say,
Shein. Okay,
fellas, don't listen. This ain't no diss towards Shein. I ain't trying to get the podcast shut down. None of that.
They don't give us no money. They don't do nothing.
But Shein, I tried. I said, you know what? Because listen, I am an advocate for saving money. I'm not no Gucci Louis guy. That just never been me, never will be me ever in life. I don't
think you have to say that because your sweater vest tells us.
You know, I really cannot. I was about to put it up. I'm thinking we on FaceTime for a minute, and the fingers just. That's really I'm thinking we on FaceTime. My bad, yeah.
That's my last shot. I promise. That's my last shot. I promise. I promise. That's it.
We can't shop.
You gonna get me back. You gonna get me back. I know it.
I am. But I was about to say, Shein fellas don't do it. That's all I'm gonna say. Them clothes ain't. Yeah, they cheap. They nice, and I'm all for a good budget. But I ordered, I think, a outfit from there one time. Boy, I look like small. That thing was squeezing me, and it was a large, and I was like, absolutely not. So, yeah, absolutely.
I don't trust them that much.
Are you medium or do you go for large? What do you go for?
It depends on the actual. So sometimes I'm a medium, but most of the times I am a large. It really just depends on the outfit. So
okay, yeah, hell no. So,
good brother, what size are you?
It's enough of him. That's enough of that.
I knew him out of him.
I knew you was gonna come back around with one. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick.
Hey, I gotta be quick on my feet with you, man.
I am my size.
Okay.
I am my size.
I like that. Because he ain't saying size.
I'm a large.
I'm about to put you off the screen. Oh man, that was funny.
Okay.
I knew he was gonna come back with it. Yeah. I knew he was gonna come back around.
You said it before it happened.
I knew it. You know what? You're not invited back here.
I done got fired again, yo. I done got fired again. Damn.
Now, Nisi, I'm gonna need you to defend something because y'all out here and they making y'all look bad, Niecy. I ain't gonna lie to you. The women making y'all look bad. Because this is whole list circulating on social media, created by a woman. I think she is from Jacksonville. I ain't gonna lie to you. Of places that men should not take women on the first date. It's a whole list circulating. Do I need to? I'm gonna refresh you. I'm gonna refresh your mind of what's on this list. There was 28 things on this list. 28 things. Let me find it real quick. I'm trying to build it up as I get there. God damn it. All right, here we go. So on this list, you got Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, Your House, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream, family functions, movie night, meaning Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, and sporting events.
Wow.
Niecy, as the woman.
Something wrong with her. Something's wrong with her. Like, I don't know. See, I think the problem is women have, and it's not all of us. So if this don't pertain to you, exactly that right there too. It's these young girls, these early 20-year-olds. Yeah. They thinking that on a first date, you supposed to take them to Calford Chop House, buy them the most expensive steak and lobster on the menu, because you know it's at market price there. Like, you ain't getting no $26 ribeye. You know, you paying for your steak. They want you to pay for their drinks.
They cutting that steak
and
off the cow's
they thinking
ass.
You supposed to be by date number 3, you supposed to buy them a Birkin bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something's wrong with their logic, because if you say, hey, I want to take you out, let's go see a movie. Cool. I like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you gonna pay for the tickets and I pay for the popcorn, or vice versa? Like, that's how you court. Thank you, coffee dates. Like, how do you just go from I seen you on the street, I'm gonna take you out, let's go to the most expensive restaurant ever? Why are we doing that? We supposed to be communicating, getting to know each other. I don't want to get to know you at Calford, because now I feel, in my eyes, you trying to flodge. I don't like that. Don't be trying to brandish your money all in my face, because I don't care about that. I got my own money. I can take care of myself. What do you like to do? Who are you? I want to know who you are. These girls don't care about that. And I see a lot of these little street interviews where they asking the girls, like, what are you looking for in a man? And all I keep hearing is a rich man. So y'all don't want to do nothing for yourselves no more. Y'all want to be taken care of. Like, I couldn't sit at the house and do nothing all day. I just can't. It's not in me. I come from a house where everybody works. We all work. And I like to shop. So I need my own money. Because if I want to go buy me a Birkin bag for myself, I don't need to have to come to you and say, hey, so can I get this money so I can buy this bag? And now I got to depend on you to tell me yes or no. Yeah, no. They don't know what courting is anymore. It's gone. It's lost. It got lost in these BBLs and rapper baby mamas, and it's lost. All of that is a thing of the past.
Before I go to you, good brother, I'm a because Lisa, you just said everything. I do think.
Yep.
Somebody asked, like, how old are these girls? How because they got to be young. And I do think that they are young, because even just talking to my nieces and nephews, I don't think that when you're young, maybe even we did this too. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. You don't understand the value of $1. Like, you don't know how much $100 really is. You don't know how much $1,000 really is. You don't know what $10,000 really is. I asked my niece and my nephew, like, how much money you want to make come out of college? Oh, at least, six what? 100,000. Get the fuck out. Get your ass out. Get your ass, go sit the fuck down. So I don't think that this generation understands, and it could be because they don't physically touch money anymore like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
We felt what $10 felt like in ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like we touched it. Everything is so digital. Cash App, Zelle, debit card.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a part of it. But I'm sorry. Back to the list. Good brother, what's your thoughts on this list that women put out? Chili's.
Yeah, I think Nisi summed it up great. I think the people in the chat summed it up great as well too. My first question was the age. I was thinking like this has to be someone who is much younger than I am, and I'm 30 years old, so that person had to be much younger. Secondly, this really and I'm just for the sake of this, I'm off the market now. But when I was on the market, one of my favorite athletes, entertainers, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, gave me some game. He would say on purpose, the first date ain't gonna be top of the line. You can ask my girl. First date, we went to this nice little pizza spot. It wasn't nothing crazy. You can get a nice meal for about $10 if you want to. But I always say that's gonna be the test. That's the science right there. That's gonna be the test. And if they're gonna keep coming, they're gonna see, because I can, we can go to these nicer places, but I want to see where you at on that level. And so that just proved to me that social media and all these other influences really done messed I want to say the F word, but I ain't gonna say it over here. Messed everything up.
Fucked it up.
There you go. There you go. Then fucked it up for a lot of us good men out here. So yeah.
And now I will say, just in all fairness and to play advocate, right? Some things on that list are not first date appropriate.
Yeah.
Some things were not. Movie night, Netflix, Hulu is not a first date. That is a guy telling you that he just want to chill with you and slip your panties off. And I'm gonna tie that to at your house, because they said go to your house. That's not a first date. That is not a first date. Yeah. Date is somewhere out, somewhere in public with other people around you. A nightclub. Do you think a nightclub is a first date appropriate? Okay, I didn't think so either. But it could be if y'all met and y'all want to go out for dancing. Like if it's like dancing club and y'all salsa and tango, merengue
after dinner.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different, right? A hookah bar. I wasn't mad at a hookah bar.
I wasn't mad either.
I'm not mad at a hookah bar. Because
it depends on the hookah bar.
It depends on
that right there. Mm-hmm.
And if she's expressed that she enjoys hookah,
yeah,
and like you got a spot, and she ain't never heard of this spot, this is your spot, then maybe. I wouldn't take her to my spot though, because I ain't gonna just put you up on game.
Yeah,
now,
that's true.
Now, a bar for just drinks.
I wouldn't personally.
It depends on person.
With an intention.
Yeah, definitely with an intention. But yeah, I'm thinking that I don't have an intention in this situation. Okay. We just going on an actual date.
That's like if he's taking you there.
Yeah. That probably won't be my first choice, a bar with some drinks. Yeah. Nah.
Waiter, she said she want another Hennessy.
Not another Hennessy.
For the
glass. Sporting events, first date.
Yeah, I like that.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. Now
what? Go ahead, Nisa. I'm sorry.
Because I'm go back to the whole. You bought tickets to a game. What you trying to prove to me? You ain't have to take me to
Jaguars. They ain't that expensive.
Yeah.
Y'all ass up in the 400.
Don't take me there. Don't take me there.
If he put you in the 400 section,
definitely don't take me there. That's a waste of your money and my time.
But I'm not mad at coffee dates or ice cream dates or you know what I mean. I'm not mad at that. I think that's perfectly fine. I think that to agree with what Nisi said from a man's POV, I'm not taking you to Calford's Chop House on the first date, and don't you recommend that? Because I think that you're trying to see how deep my pockets are,
and that's a sign that I'm not even going.
That we don't even work.
I'm out of there.
You know what I mean? So like where Nisi was like the guy could be flogging. From me, it's like, oh, you trying to see how deep is my love? And I got news for you, sweetheart. I got news for you, baby. First date, we might be at a Chili's. Now I ain't gonna take you to Waffle House, but Chili's is fine. Who got $1? Who got $1 margaritas? Go in there and get all the
Applebee's.
That's
shit.
Applebee's.
Go in there.
Yeah.
Take your ass to
Red
Applebee's.
Lobster got the $20 crab legs on
You know what I mean?
Tuesdays.
And them
you
biscuits.
know,
Whew.
What
you go
biscuit?
get something like that. The biscuits at Red Lobster.
The best biscuits are at so I'm gonna say that Cheddar's has these croissants.
Those
that
croissants are good.
I fuck away for a croissant.
Them croissants real good.
You'll do what, good brother?
Fuck away them. But the best bread by itself. You don't even need nothing on. I just inhale these. My back is big because of this. Fucking Texas Roadhouse has the best bread butter combination. I don't know who the bread man is, but he keep them motherfuckers.
Just give me the basket. You say we got a 30-minute wait? Cool. Can I get
give
some
me a
bread?
basket of bread? Give me a basket of bread. As a matter of fact, just give this one to me and see what they want down there.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
That bread remind me of Quincy's, and we don't have a Quincy's no more.
No,
but that's exactly
that
what
it.
That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Quincy's was in the South.
Quincy's, yeah.
Okay.
And them rolls. That's what Texas Roadhouse take me back to.
Okay.
And you know what? Yeah. I will say, ladies, if y'all are abiding by this list, you got to throw the Juicy Crab on that list too, because Juicy Crab ain't no different than Applebee's or a Chili's or whatever. And you gonna leave stinking. Both of y'all gonna leave stink like a motherfucker. I don't know. I think the city girls fucking it up for a lot of women out here.
Yeah.
But I think that men are also participating in these fraudulent activities, and
for a fact,
that's making women think that it's okay to continue that behavior.
Exactly. No, that's true. That's very true.
So I think that we all to blame.
Whole problem.
Man, dating has changed these days. It's changed a lot.
I'm happy I'm not in that category.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Listen, I'm so happy I'm out of that.
I went out one night in Houston. I seen what was going on. I said, let me get my ass home. Okay, that's what I need to do. Y'all have a good night. So
let me go to the house where things make sense.
Yeah, where things make sense. I don't know what the hell this is.
Because y'all out here just wrong at this point.
Yeah, right.
And then out like I'm all for like, hey, you look nice in that dress. Yeah, that is a nice your mini black dress. It's skin tight. You ain't got no bra. I can see your titty nipples. You look nice. That is that's cool. They got here walking coochie eye.
Listen,
coochie eye.
I've been seeing butt cracks lately, and I don't know what that's about. But whole butt cracks has been out lately, and I'm just not understanding. There was a thing of low rise back in the day, but the crack is out. It's just out. It's just sitting out there. And
I saw some girl coochie lips just hanging, and I was like, "No coochie lips. Tell her to smile."
They don't care. that goes back to the whole. Do women like Halloween because they could dress how they want? And I'm like, some of these girls out here just dressing like that anyway.
Yeah,
depends on the person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that I feel like sometimes like I'm 30, good brother, you 30, Nisa, you 20, 29, 28, 29.
Nisa, you 29?
I'm 29.
Dang, I thought you was up there with okay.
Yeah, she's 94,
I'm just,
baby.
Yeah, I'm 94.
94, baby.
Okay.
I be thinking to myself, like, is it that, like, are we phasing out? Like, because I don't even know if y'all are on Twitter, but like this young generation on Twitter, or X now as it's called, they're like, oh yeah, y'all old niggas need to get off Twitter. It's the new time. I'm like, fuck y'all. I've been on Twitter since 2009.
You know what it is though? I think that is part of it though, because I think that we were those young kids at one time, and
we wasn't that bad.
No, I ain't saying we was that bad. I ain't saying
these kids different.
They different. But we did have old heads in our ears talking about, oh, well, we used to do it like this and this. So we had those old heads too. And I think now we transition into those old heads to where it's like, okay,
the uncles now.
Yeah, like this is how like even dressing. Like I be seeing some of these 18, 19-year-old kids and what they got. I'm like, how the hell you got that on? Like, you know what I mean? And so I just think we phasing out, and I just think we in our own lane now, and we slowly becoming an old head. So
I like it, but I don't like it.
I love it.
You know, like I love where we at. I love where we at.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't like that. They make my goddamn neck itch. This young generation.
Listen,
They really do.
I got a nephew, and if I was home, I'd probably be in jail right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Now, so speaking of that, I was watching it was a podcast. I forgot the name of it, but it was two guys. I guess that they're brothers or they're really good friends.
Okay.
And the gist of the conversation was the friend told the other friend, two guys, he said, I will not let a child jeopardize my relationship with you because we're adults and that's a child. That's what he said. And it's stemming from a hypothetical. So I'm gonna spin it to y'all. Say hypothetically, I'm gonna talk to you, good brother, because we close. Yeah. Hypothetically, your son Peanut, right? Say he's 17 years from now, and we live in the same city. Yeah. And he calls me up and he says, "Hey, Uncle Jay, I am at Bethune University. It's homecoming. I told my daddy I wasn't coming. He told me not to come. I came up here to see a girl. Shit went left. My ride left. Can you come get me? And please don't tell my daddy that you came and got me, that I was at Bethune." And the question was, do you tell the daddy anyway? Or do you try to hold that trust with your nephew?
Oh, that's sticky.
Or Nisi.
That's real sticky because I will say, for me at least, I've been in that situation before. Okay. And I think that it depends on the father and the son's relationship. So, for example, if he's an actual father and if he's in his son's life and he's doing what he's supposed to do as a father, he may be a little strict, which is okay. But he's in his life. I think you gotta tell the dad. Like it's your duty to tell that dad that, hey, this is what's going on. I'm letting you know. This is what's happening. Let's go down and I'm gonna handle this for you, basically. Mm-hmm. Now, if the son is not really cool with his dad like that, maybe his dad just now coming back in his life, or they really got a rocky relationship, I think that's up to you. That situation is up to you as the cool uncle, what you want to do in that situation. Me personally, I think I would handle it right then and there, and then I would tell the dad eventually, but I don't think I would tell him right then and there just because of that situation. Like I said, I've been that person where my nephews have called me and they like, hey, but don't tell my dad about this and such and that. And I'm like, cool, because they dads really wasn't there for them. So I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't telling your dad. Like I'm gonna handle this for you. And so I really think it depends. But personally, I'm in my son's life, right? I'm a father. I'm present. And so I think it's your duty to tell me that. So
okay. Nisi, let's say it was your niece and she called you. Auntie, I need you to come get me. This is the situation, but don't tell my mama, please. Or don't tell my daddy, please. What are you doing?
I'm probably going to tell them, but with precaution, like, hey, don't jump down my baby throat. She trusted me. Yeah. When she is ready to open up about said situation, she gonna open up about said situation. But don't go in there acting crazy on the child because clearly she was too scared to call you.
Yeah, there was a reason. To go.
There was a reason she didn't call you. But I'm gonna let you know because you need to know this happened. Because I mean, for me, my cousins, though, their kids are my nieces and nephews, and they love TT. So TT got their back, But if you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'm gonna tell somebody, but I'm not gonna make it where you all down their throat about it.
Yeah.
Because we were their age at one point, and we did some things that we probably shouldn't did.
Yeah, for sure.
And I saw some comments that I found it interesting because I think I've been put in that situation. I think it was situational for me. But the comments was like, half of the people were like definitely telling, and the other half was like, you might be the only source of trust in that person's life.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if they telling you this and they probably telling you other things, if you then turn into a source that's not reliable, not trustworthy, they're gonna then be making decisions without older guys. So I get that. I got that. I was like, okay, cool. But then I think about like my niece. So it's different, right? Because like my niece is an adult. She's over the age of 18. So and she's in college. Like, is she making decisions that I would personally do and make and agree with? Not necessarily, but it's also not my place to go and blow that whistle with her mom. She's not doing anything life threatening or doing anything that's gonna put her or somebody else in danger. I think it's just a lesson that she's gonna have to learn and bust her head open and get stitched up in band-aids. So like I think so like in that situation, I ain't shit. That's on you. Like, this is what your uncle would do. This is what I would do. I don't think that you should be doing that, but okay, cool. Or like even like with her grades, it's like, you know what you need to be doing in school. You know, I tell you like this: the quickest way for you to go back to where you don't want to be is to keep doing what you're doing. Because they'll send your ass right on back, or you're gonna get an email say pack it on up, head on home. I gotta go tell your mama that your grades ain't the best that they need to be. One, because I was a freshman before and I knew my shit wasn't the best. But two, you know what you also got to do. Like, you know what you need to do in this situation to better it. So I think I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, go ahead, bro. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I think in that hypothetical though, I probably will tell the dad. Like I would tell DeWayne. It probably wouldn't be that night.
Yeah.
And I probably would try to put some candy in the medicine when I tell him. Like the same thing Nisa said, like, hey, like, come, like, hey, you remember that one time me and you when we was younger and we did da. So yeah, I mean, he was up there trying to get it though. I ain't mad at him, but you know, he got caught. Like he would have made it, had his friend. So hopefully that lightens it on DeWayne, and then he can go and have a conversation. Maybe some discipline that comes behind that. But it's a conversation. It's not, strict. Take the tablet, take this. Like, it's not that.
Yeah, and like the one thing I was going to like learning, like being a parent and learning about parents, and like parents got egos, man, that they need to check, right? Because I just feel like my kid is not going to tell me every little thing, right? It's some things they may go to my brother about, and I'm okay with that. You got to be okay with that. I think a lot of parents, they snap because it's like, oh, well, why ain't my son or my daughter tell me? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm learning. I'm like, they're not going to tell you everything. Like I didn't tell my mom everything. I didn't. You know what I mean? And she gets that and she understands that. So I'm okay if my son goes to Jerry and asks this for Jerry. Like I'm cool with that, because to me it's about ego with parents, and you got to be able to understand like your kids ain't gonna come to you for every little thing. They may go to the cool uncle for some things. And you gotta be okay with that as a parent, personally. So yeah.
Because even as a parent, you still may be the cool uncle for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's interesting that you learned that, good brother. Your son ain't even one yet, so he's not even talking yet. But you put that together.
I actually learned that with my relationship with my mom.
Okay.
So yeah. Because me and her were going through some rough moments, and I kind of had to I guess teach her about that. So yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. So but Nisa, you kept saying this phrase. You said you don't jump down their throat, is what you said, right?
Yeah.
Nisa said. So now speaking of jumping down throats, DeWayne, Dwight Howard.
You keep them coming, huh?
I ain't got much to say about this, but it's in the news. Have you been following Nisa?
I've been seeing. I've been sitting back watching.
Brother, you been following? You seen what Dwight Howard got going on?
I have not. No, I have not. So,
you don't know what's going on?
No, I don't.
So NBA legend, because I'm gonna call him a legend, Dwight Howard. He's been sued by a guy named Mr. Harper or something like that for sexual assault. So Mr. Harper says that he and Dwight were exchanging messages, I think via Instagram or maybe text. Dwight had Mr. Harper come to the house, had somebody named Kitty, another man named Kitty, come out the room, and then Dwight started performing fellatio on Mr. Harper against his will. So Dwight was being sued for sexual misconduct, sexual assault. So Dwight basically came back and said, "Nah, it wasn't. It was consensual."
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that Dwight has taken the road of I'm gonna control my own narrative, and he put out a video today where he was basically like, "I think that's what's wrong with the world is y'all worrying about who in the bed with who." And you mad I ain't in the bed with your ugly ass. Is what he said in the video.
Oh, so he admitted though to the action of whatever happened. I guess whatever sexual encounter happened with them.
Without saying the words, I think that he did admit to being with that man or the men.
Mhm.
But I think that people are also mad because they're like, nah, dog, like suck as many dicks as you want. This man said you sexually assaulted him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's what people like. You got one group of people that's like, you big, tall, gay, slander, you know what I mean? And then you got another group of people who's like, no, people who you want to, but don't sexually assault people.
Good brother, you can't talk about that and have them balloons go up. Like
yeah, you saw that shit,
right? I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
and in a certain color too.
I don't know how that happened. Let me put my fist up. But that's what's in the news. That's what's happening. And yeah, thoughts.
Well, go ahead, Nisi.
I mean, hey, do what you do. I do think he did try to step in and control the narrative of it. Like, hey, no, like I ain't assault nobody. Yeah. Everybody was willing participants in this situation. Seemed like more people keep coming forward. It went from one person to two people. Now it's like three people involved.
The whole G League,
you know. But but I mean, I haven't really looked at the comments of it. But he grown. Don't you do?
Yeah.
Love who you love.
Make love to who you want to make love to.
Right. Yeah. Whatever feels good for you, go for it. I mean,
in the words of Janet Jackson, so you doing the bending.
Okay.
But you know, I do feel like a lot of people do be worried about who everybody's sleeping with. Like,
sure.
And they be calling themselves quote unquote exposing people when these people have been doing this. They knew what they liked and what they want to do.
But I think
just finding out because we got social media.
Yeah.
But I think like even beyond like the Dwight Howard situation, which you know, like that's his life and he's doing what he want to do. In that same breath, like I think that we live in a time now where especially men are talking too much. Men are running their mouth too much. Like Blueface was on the interview, was on like the Jason Lee podcast or something, and was talking about sleeping with Meg Thee Stallion. And somebody else was on the podcast talking about they had Lori Harvey. Like, when did this shit become cool? Now, maybe in your inner circle of people that you know, your circle, your friends, y'all might talk about that, might make jokes about that. But when did it become cool to
tell the whole world?
Just run your mouth about the coochie that you got publicly? Like, even if I think half of them motherfuckers be lying, but even if you did, dog, you know how many other coochies ain't gonna want to give you none
at
all.
I
mean, other ones ain't gonna want to give no coochies because you a flappy lip motherfucker,
right? Because you run around telling everybody.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, this doesn't shock me though, because there's been multiple rumors about Dwight Howard, being a part of the community. And living that life. So this doesn't shock. But I will say this, to kind of intersect that with professional sports, like I think there are a ton of athletes who are a part of that community. But I think because of reasons like this, they don't come out and they're closeted, right? And so I think this is a much larger conversation. Now the assault piece, I don't agree with that at all.
For sure.
But after this whole Jonathan Major situation, I don't know. I need a little more
information.
I need a little more information before we just start pointing fingers. But I will say this is definitely a issue that's been happening a lot in professional sports, and this is why a lot of people don't come out. And so
And the thing is, like, we don't care. Like, I remember when Sam Donald came out, and he got drafted by the Rams, but it was a whole big thing because he was openly gay. He was an openly gay football player. And I was like, listen, I don't give a fuck who you lay with on Saturday. As long as you can catch a motherfucker on Sunday, we fine.
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
I just need you to continue to do your job.
Please. Did y'all hear that one? That was a good one. I ain't gonna
That
say
was
it
good. I heard you. That was good.
You might play with some balls, but can you play with some balls, please? I'm sorry. I'm done. I've been drinking that Pinot Noir.
I was about to say that cup gone, so that's
Yeah,
why.
That's it. But I think you hit it on the head, bro. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to say that no one cares because obviously there's an audience of people that does
for sure
because it's in the news. But no one should care.
Yeah,
right.
Like no one.
nah.
It's you know what? And I think it is what it is. I think that people care about this stuff the most because it makes them take the eyes off of their own situation.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then they can focus their energy in or on something else. So
I always say the people who talk the most shit about like political issues or issues like this, like they got the most shit going on with them. You know what I mean? Like they got a lot of shit going on with them and so that's why like even if this did come out, I wouldn't have been shocked. I'm like, okay, cool. That's his purpose. That's what he do. And I think more people need to live like that. So
yeah, that's it. As long as he ain't putting it in your face like Jada and Will, like he not forcing it.
Jada Pinkett, she pissing me off. Let's not even get on that. Yeah.
We talked about her last week. But
Okay.
So sick of her.
And if you take that bandana off, you look just like her at the top. So
that was a good one. Okay, that was a good one.
I'm gonna prepare for my next one.
It's coming.
So now, Niecy, question for you. Breeze put this in the chat, and I'm curious. I'm curious about your thoughts on this. Breeze said, wearing a thong bathing suit to water parks or to public pools where kids are is predatory behavior. Breeze said that. Breeze said women who wear thong bathing suits to water parks, public places where kids are, is predatory behavior. Now, he's not here to defend his statement, but I'm curious to know your thoughts on that. Niecy, I've never looked, but I would assume that you have an ass. I don't know what's in your closet, but I would assume that you may have multiple bathing suits. And I will assume that sometimes you may not wear those bathing suits with wraps. So you may be out double cheeked up on a Thursday. Who knows? How do you feel about that?
When I go to the water park where it's going to be kids, my ass is not hanging out. I will leave my cover up on because unfortunately every bathing suit I put on looks like a thong bathing suit. Yeah, that's just how I'm shaped. Yeah. So if I know I'm going to a water park, or like I went to Clearwater with my friends and the bathing suit I had on actually was a thong bathing suit, but it was a Sunday and the kids was out there and somebody was having church on one side, I kept my shorts on because that's just, I don't know if maybe it's how I was raised, because there were other people at the water park with me and at the beaches with me. And I'm like, dang, they just gonna have it all out, huh? We just gonna let it hang loose out here in front of these kids. I don't agree with it, but hey, that's to each their own. Now, if I'm on somebody's beach in a different country on an island somewhere,
you damn near naked.
Free game. It's free game. Let it all hang out. But when I recently went to Volcano Bay, we weren't doing that.
Volcano Bay is
like I cycled through a whole bunch of different bathing suits that morning before we left because I was like, this might be a little too much for the kids. There's kids out here. Like, I know there are kids out here.
Yeah.
Let me find something different to put on. And then I still put my cover up on top of that and had it on the entire time because kids.
Yeah.
I think it does depend on the person still. It's a personal thing because if you don't care, you don't care. But I don't feel like that's appropriate to be around children.
Yeah. I saw a white girl with a thong bathing suit on, but it was a little saggy, like in the back. I was like, you need to put some.
I seen that before too, unfortunately.
You saw that? Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
that
But
was
you know what?
not a
They
good
kind
sight.
of get away with doing that.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah,
don't
they do.
have a shape or you don't have
Mhm.
butt and stuff, like you kind of can get away with wearing the skimpier clothes because people not looking at you like, oh, why she dressed like that?
right.
It's like, oh, that baby's so cute.
Yeah, but when your ass start eating that bathing suit,
Right. Then it's like, oh, she out here like that, and these kids out here, like you get judged immediately.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
and you oiled and your
So
body oiled up.
Yeah.
Don't let you be oiled up.
yeah, you know, it's a different thing. I mean, all the way from being Pop Warner cheerleader, like the skirts didn't fit everybody the same.
Yeah,
And it was like, oh no, you need to put some shorts on, and you need to put this on, and you can't wear this like that, and oh no, that's too tight. Like, but then for our smaller counterparts who ain't, you know, shapely, it was like, oh, she looks so cute in her cheerleading outfit. Like, it's a whole different
ball game.
And I think you end up becoming aware of that as you get older. So now as an adult, it's like I can't wear that to the water park.
Yeah.
That's not gonna come off right at the water park. With
So Nisha, you saying when you go to the beach, when you vacation on your own, that's where you kind of let loose a little bit, have it out.
Exactly.
Jared, do you?
I'm fine as fuck in the Bahamas.
But I'm just saying, when you vacation on your own, like do you take your shirt off and just let it all out?
In the Bahamas, I do.
Okay.
I'm fine as hell out there. Because there be
on
some
them
bodies
people
out there that's
island.
just wrong.
Okay.
There be some bodies
But
out
you
there
know-
like, ooh.
And that's the other thing, because then I start
Internationally,
seeing
I'm
other
fine.
people. Right. You start seeing other people, you be like, dang. And I felt self-conscious in my little outfit, and they out here they just out here.
Yeah.
I ain't got a domestic body, Niecy. I got an international body. This body does well in Nassau.
Listen, Jerry went on a cruise. Jerry called me from that cruise. He gonna say, I'm fine as fuck on this cruise, right? I was not expecting him to tell me that.
Oh, nigga.
He said, good brother. He said, I'm fine as fuck on this cruise.
Nigga, at Coco K, I'm a dime, nigga. Cause there be some bodies on them damn boats. I took all my shit off. Fuck off. Y'all niggas out here like this.
You know.
Y'all like, oh, what? Nigga, don't really walk my shit.
Right.
Nigga, in Port-au-Prince, nigga, I am a prince.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't let me go to Cape Verde. Shit. I'm trying to sell internationally. Now domestically, I got cover up.
Got to cover up a little bit.
But internationally,
okay.
Across that water,
yeah,
I look good as shit. Hey man, I'm not doing this with you, man. Now we all laughing, we all joking, and we all sharing anecdotes and stories. Hassan Minaj got in trouble. He's a comedian. They said that he was slated to be the next host of the Daily Show. My thought was that it should be Roy Wood Jr., but I digress. But he got in trouble because people came back and said that some of the stories that he was telling on stage about his life, about how he grew up, about things that he experienced were inflamed a little bit. They said that he was putting 100 on 10 a little bit. And I wanted to know, is it okay to put 100 on 10 at times? Because no, DeWayne, you shook your head no.
Oh no, you good.
Oh no, so like, is it okay to put 100 on 10 at times? Because I think that we all do it, and I don't think that you can hold a comedian to the who they are on stage. You know what I mean?
I think for me personally, if a comedian doesn't put 100 on 10, basically, I don't want to see him perform. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you're telling a story, right? Like you got to amplify the story, right?
Yeah.
You can't just say, "Oh, I went in there and I, bumped a lady and she cussed me out," and that was like, no, that ain't it. You got to add some things to that story. So I think personally, with him doing that is the correct thing to do as a comedian. There's been like Jared, for example, you are a comedian. There's stories that I've heard you tell that I know about the story, right? And I know you amplified it, or at least you told me about the story and you amplified it a little bit, right? And so I feel like that's something
that. I tell the truth.
You do tell the truth, but you do, you put a little bit on it. And so I
put
think
a little oomph on it.
Yeah, a little bit. And so I feel like in order to be a great entertainer, you got to do that, right? I don't like even the greats like Cat Williams and Kevin Hart, when they get on stage, they put a lot on that, right? It didn't happen exactly the way they tell it on stage. So I think personally for me, like that's what I want to see. So I don't see any issue with it at all.
What about if you're lying about or making up pieces of your life that's not necessarily true? So that's what they said Hassan Minaj was doing. They said that he was saying things that wasn't necessarily true. Nisi, what do you think about that?
Now, if you just up the line, that's different. Don't get up there and tell me that you and your homeboy went and jumped off the bridge and landed on a sailboat and none of that happened. But if you're gonna enhance your story to make me laugh, then cool. Put a little enhancer on there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. But don't just be up here blatantly lying to people about stuff that ain't never happened. But the crazy part about that is rappers do it all the time.
All the time.
People fall
they get up there and talk about how they was with their shooters and how they caught all these bodies and they smoking on the Zaza and they did none of that a day in their life. They was at Hallelujah night with me. Like
I will say though, no one has ever talked bad about this comedian. He's one of the funniest people. He lied to everybody. One of his biggest jokes is a whole lie. Yeah, his biggest joke. That comedian RIP name is Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac didn't have a sister. He didn't take his sister's 3 kids in. The son didn't ask for no milk and cookies. That whole joke that Bernie Mac told on that stage was just something that he created. But he got a whole TV show off of that. And that's part of the entertainment, I think. I think that it's our job is to sit here and entertain. If you take anything that we say on stage for however long we're up there to heart, you did a disservice to yourself. Like, for example, so my mother-in-law, she watches all my TikToks, and I be posting some comedy clips. I do like a Beyonce joke where I talk about Beyonce, my wife won the tickets and XYZ. My wife never said that. My wife has never said anything about tickets to Beyonce. I do a joke about my wife saying something about her stretch marks. We've never had that conversation. My wife has never complained about her stretch marks. She's never said, I love you, Guns AP. Like, I do this whole joke because it's relatable to people. Like, someone in this audience may have someone in their life who complaining about stretch marks. It's just not my personal reality, but it's a reality. So I think that someone in the audience at the Kings of Comedy took somebody's kids in. They got a brother or sister that's on that dope, and they need to help them out. So it was a way for them to release and relate. So I think if Hassan Minaj was doing that in a sense of release to relate, then I'm fine with it. Yeah, I think if you go on stage and you then live your life as that lie, then that's where it's like, okay,
right?
You know what I mean?
No, very true. Yeah, I don't know. I think for me, like, I don't want to hear a comedian and I definitely agree with you 100%, good brother, because like Bernie Mac is one of my all-time favorite stand-up comedians, and I knew a lot of the stuff he was lying about, but as a culture, we all had that auntie or that niece that back talked and all those different things, right? We had that, so we related to that, and so yes, it was a lie, but it was a relatable lie. So I agree. I think if he up there just hooting and hollering about any little thing and it has no relatability to it at all, then it's like, and I don't know the comedian, so I'm not sure exactly what he said. But yeah, so I definitely agree with you for sure.
Yeah. And I'll say I just found out that Bernie Mac was lying. His daughter, his daughter has a podcast, and she said like he made that whole story up. Like I don't have any cousins who lived with us at any point of our lives. He doesn't have a sister on drugs. She's like it was just a joke. But I think that is important. Just as a side note, and I see it on the sheet. How do y'all clean y'all ears? What do y'all use?
Peroxide.
On like a Q-tip?
No. You're supposed to do peroxide and warm water and tilt your head to the side and dump it in and let it bubble up. And then once it stops, you're supposed to take paper towel or a towel, turn your head back over, let it drain out. Then you take your Q-tip and wipe around the inside. But you're not supposed to like stick the Q-tip in because you can damage your eardrum like that. So
yeah, you can.
That's how I do that. Now on a regular day, if my ear just itching, I will take a bobby pin and stick it in there. But you ain't supposed to do that either. You ain't supposed to do that either.
Niecy gonna be on this bitch. Huh? Come again, say what?
Now Niecy told y'all what y'all supposed to do. I'm still a little old school. I basically just take a Q-tip. I get where I need to get.
Yeah, things feel good to you.
It feel good, and of course, when I'm in the tub after I get done, I'll wash my ears with my washcloth and all this and that. But yeah, so I ain't peroxide none of that. I just old school, take a Q-tip, get what I need to get, and keep it moving. So
that Q-tip hit the right spot. You turn stupid dumb a little bit.
You do. You definitely do.
You turn stupid dumb. I used to be a Q-tip shorty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a Q-tip. But I recently went on Amazon and I brought this ear cleaner that has a camera on it. And it was like $15, maybe $20. Go what?
So me and Jerry got this joke where he just be spending money just to spend it. And this is one of those moments. I never thought about no ear cleaner with no camera before. You said, you know what?
I've been seeing it, but I wouldn't buy it.
I saw extra.
I saw it on an infomercial. I was like, I know Amazon has that for sure. And I was like, I've always remember, like, even when I was younger in like elementary school, our teachers would tell us, like, oh, don't use Q-tips, use a rag because Q-tips are better, aren't good for you because of what Niecy just said. So I was like, damn, I'm an adult. I've been using Q-tips for 30 years. Let me try something different.
Yeah.
Well, good brother, when I tell you, and Niecy, when I tell you, I'm sure the peroxide works. But it ain't nothing like seeing the inside of your ear with a fucking microscope camera. And you get around that little corner, you be like, oh shit, y'all niggas just been in here hanging out. You niggas, y'all been like they wasn't expecting to see me come in. They was in that bitch like, oh shit.
It's a party.
They was in a party, yeah.
You got the Q-tip, you kind of pushing it into your eardrum. Like you still pushing the wax in. But the camera thing that I got, like you can go in, it's very skinny. I wish I had it in here. It's very skinny. So like it has like a camera, like a skinny little like piece. So you can go and you can like clean your walls, like clean, like and like pull everything out. I pulled the sugar daddy out my ear. I ain't gonna lie to you.
With the sugar daddy.
So done.
Pull the whole sugar daddy out my ear. I was like, God damn, say this for Halloween.
Lord,
you gotta stop, good brother.
So, I say that to say, go use my code on my.
Not go use your code.
Go use my code.
TikTok. I don't have a code, but just go Google on Amazon. Go search on Amazon, like ear cleaner. They got one that shoots water into your ear.
I'm talking like shit, but I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, no, I promise it is you like
shoot water into your ear.
So like the same way you said you put peroxide in your ear and let it sit, you take the camera and then like you can see where it is and the water shoots out and it pulls it out, like the pressure pushes all the gunk out. And you
so basically like you done went to the doctor and let them do it.
Yeah,
they do that kind of stuff.
They do that. Yep.
But that's for like if you was severely clogged up and you ain't cleaned your ears in umpteen years.
Yeah. To go. I didn't do the water. I didn't need the water one. But when I tell you, you go around that goddamn ear and you go around that corner and get to like, damn, You see all the shit the Q-tip to pushed up there. You like
exactly.
That's why I can't hear. I cleaned my ear. I heard everything. I started hearing colors.
He's hearing colors. Clean y'all ears, folks. Y'all should be able to hear everything.
Good brother, what color you hear?
Purple. Hey, we gotta move the show along, y'all. We going right here to straight from social media. Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great Man, and this week in Straight from Social Media, I'm not sure if y'all saw this, but there's this guy who called into the Ramsey show. The Ramsey show's on YouTube, and he gives financial advice. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that show? Great show if you haven't seen it. A guy called in anonymously, and he said that he had won the lottery. They did like a little lottery at work, and he won $22 million. That was his payout after taxes. However, he hasn't told anyone other than his wife and one sibling, his sister. Mm-hmm. So his wife knows and his sister knows. He said he hasn't even told his teenage kids that they won the lottery. He said that he's doing that because he wants his kids to still go out and work. He doesn't want money to be a factor. He said that he still gets up every day and goes to work. He said that he hasn't made any big purchases. They just bought 2 cars, 2 Toyotas. His house is paid off. And he's just sitting on the money. So he called into the show for advice about what he should do. David Ramsey gave him some good advice. My question is, if you won $22 million, who are you telling? Or do you think it's smart to not tell anyone and just live life as regular?
First of all, I gotta say, Jay, when that balloon jumped, I don't know why you jumped, like it was right there by you, but you definitely jumped. So I just had to. I'm sorry, that was funny. I had to say that. But no, so for me, one, I'm not calling to no radio station, or no show. That's the first thing I'm not doing, because if you got people who know you that listen, they know your voice, and if they hear you on that show, okay, he didn't came into some money. Secondly, for me, I'm personally not telling anyone, but my brother, and the reason why I say that is because you gotta know your people. You gotta know the people. You gotta know your family. You gotta know your friend group. I know if I tell my mom, she gonna want 85% of that 22 million right then and there. Can't tell her. My sister, same thing. So it's just like, certain people you got to tell. So for me personally, I'm still going to get up, go to work, do everything regularly. But undercoverly, I am going to be investing and doing different things to where I can make this money work. So for me, I've always said, like, I'm not really into the high life, being a celebrity, things of that nature. So for me, it's still normal. I'm taking that 22 million, going to work. I'm not quitting my job, going to work every day. I might miss a little more work than I usually do, but I ain't going to
feel bad.
And then not feel bad, because if you fire me, I'm good. But I'm definitely going to miss a little bit more work, but I'm going to keep going to work, still better in my career, build on my retirement, my 401k, all of that stuff, so I can add to that 22 million when I do retire. So for me personally, if it was me giving him that advice, I would say tell who you trust, tell who you know you can trust, know your people, and understand who's who, and keep living your life every day. Ain't no need to go out there and blow all this and blow all that and tell the world you got money, because with that money is going to come a lot of things, right? Yeah. And a lot of things that you probably don't want to, take on. So that's just my 2 cents. But hey, I ain't got 22 million, so you can listen or not. So yeah.
Ramsey told him, he said, man, you're doing the right thing. It sounds like you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not out here splurging. He said, but I will say, take some time to enjoy a little bit of it. Like, do something for yourself. He's like, don't go crazy. He said, but you got investors, you got 3 financial people working for you. You're on the right track. Good brother, you said you would tell your brother, you wouldn't tell me shit, huh?
No, come on, man. You on? Of course, you on here, so of course I would tell you.
Because I'm on here.
No, I would tell. Why you do me like that,
Because
bro?
you just said I was listening to you talk. You said you would tell your brother because you know how your friend. How the fuck am I? What would I do?
I done told you probably some deeper stuff than that, so you know I would tell you. Don't do that to me now.
Niecy Ray, what you thinking? What you say?
I'm telling my mama and my boyfriend, and them the only people that's gonna know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep on going to teach these kids.
Your
like
daddy
ain't
gonna
nothing
know.
changed.
Yeah. Now, Niecy, let me ask you this: What if one of them kids try you, and you're like, you know what?
I don't really need to be here. I might take a week's vacation or something to regroup myself because try you they like to try you. They really do. They don't think you know what's going on for real, but you know what's going on.
I don't even need this shit. That's what you'll tell a kid quick. I ain't really gotta be for me. I don't. It's very few people that I would tell. My wife for sure. DeWayne, I'm gonna throw you in there because you put me on the backside.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's probably it though. I wouldn't tell nobody that I want, but there'll be hints. It'll be clues. Oh yeah, it'll be clues. It'll be clues. I'm like, Jerry, I've been acting different. Yes, the fuck I have. Did that nigga buy a giraffe? Yes, the fuck I did.
Not a giraffe.
Not a giraffe. Riding into work on the freeway. Is Jerry L doing cocaine? A little bit.
That's the rich drug.
That's a rich drug.
That's a rich drug, yeah.
Just a dab. Is Jerry at dinner with Diddy? Whoa. Well. Hey, that is straight from social media. Let us know in the comments, man, what you think about this man who won $22 million and said, I'm just going to hush and not say shh to nobody. Let us know in the comments. That is straight from social media. Okay, so here's the truth. On average, an employer spends about 6 seconds looking at a resume. So you want to make sure that your resume is appealing. To do that, you need to contact my friend Ari at Ari Career. She'll help you craft a stellar resume at a reasonable price. With over 2 years of experience critiquing thousands of resumes, CVs, and cover letters for college students and young professionals, Ari will help you increase your chances of securing the job that you desire. So, to request a resume service, simply send her a message on Instagram at Ari Career or by email at aricareer@yahoo.com. That's ARI Career. If an employer is going to define you in 2 pages or less, you want to make sure that it's worthwhile. So contact Ari today. That's Ari Career on Instagram or email at aricareer@yahoo.com. Tell her Jerry sent you. And we back in this thing. Can we King Wayne? 1, 2, Maine. DeWayne, you because you was caught off guard. You was ready.
I was still writing some notes, but I'm ready.
Oh, you got notes.
Yeah.
Nisa, he's very studious. Very studious. Hey, speaking of, I went to my first, I've been in Jacksonville for living here almost 10 years now. I went to my first high school football game.
And in 10 years ago, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How was it?
So it was my wife's high school homecoming game.
Okay.
And her niece now goes to the school.
Oh, okay.
And her parents went to the school. Like it's like a family school. It's Andrew Jackson High School here in Jacksonville. So Jackson High School. It was interesting. One, I come from a PWI. Well, PWH. God damn it! I gotta turn this shit off. I'm putting thumbs up. I come from a predominantly white high school. My high school was pretty mid. My high school was like split down the middle. With black and white. But the not necessarily the culture, but like the antics of the school was very white. Like the band was white, you know, like they didn't play they played I am Iron Man, I am made an iron, and we played like our band did
and y'all was just stepping instead of 90-degree angles. I know.
Okay, my wife's in the comments. She said not interesting. My school was not interesting. Like whenever we scored a touchdown, they played our school song. So the band would play our song, and the song was "Stand Up and Cheer for Flagler High." Like we had a whole song. So tonight was interesting because one, it was like all black people, a couple white sprinkled out throughout it, but it was majority. So it was like going to like an HBCU game, low key. The only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit though was this high school band was a black band, like a college band. And like in Jacksonville, you get a lot of the band directors either were in band at FAMU or Bethune. Then they come back to their city, and then they bring those music and those sounds back to the city. Mm-hmm. So they playing Reigns. Reigns got a black director. They got a black director. Mm-hmm. Good brother, you played football. Nisa, did you cheer?
I was in the band. I was the dancer.
Okay, so you can relate to this too. You was the dancer in the band. Now, good brother, you let me know.
Okay. When
you cheered, somebody said Jerry went to the grass. Fuck you. My school was definitely blacker than the grass.
That was funny.
But like when the football team is on the field, particularly your school's offense, the band is not playing.
It depends.
Okay, and if the band is playing while you're on offense, they're playing very low while you're in the huddle, while you're with the line calling the plays, down to the height while the play is going, they're playing very low, dead ball, they'll turn it back up. Until they see you get back into, because you got to communicate with coach players.
For sure.
These motherfuckers was playing loud as fuck. Not only was this band playing on this side, the other band was playing.
Oh, so they was turning up.
The cheerleaders doing a whole different cheer that don't even match what the band doing. The cheerleaders in defense, we want the ball now, but they on offense. I said, what the fuck is going on here?
Good brother,
they doing a whole defensive cheer and the team on offense. The score was 28-0 when we left, and they talking about push them back. Who? Y'all getting skunked.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Your school might have been a little whiter than you thought, because that definitely happened at my high school before. There's definitely been moments where the bands, because my high school is predominantly black, like it's probably like 95% black, and there's been times where the bands have went at it even when we was on offense, and so
they were going at it today.
Yeah, and so
but in most cases that's a flag, that's a penalty. Like the referee would throw a flag, and that whoever's like band it is will get an interference flag. Like maybe that's collegiate though, because whenever I would go to like a Fam Bethune game, like they had respect for the team with the ball, because if your band rocking and the crowd yelling, like the crowd can yell or whatever, but the band, them horns, them tubas hitting, that's like almost like play game interference.
Okay,
I don't know. Maybe that's just my school. Maybe that's just Denise. What about you? You went to First Coast, didn't you?
Sure did. It was a whole competition.
Yeah. See.
Friends had a whole we was having a whole competition. We showed up at Reigns with newspapers and went to sleep on them.
That's what they did tonight.
Like we was bored. Like it was serious, because like you say, our band directors went to BCU in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a whole competition. Yep. Mm-hmm. They should know better, but it's a competition, and they train their bands up in the way to eventually send them to those schools.
Correct.
And whichever school your band director went to, that's where they pushing you towards. Whether you go there or not is your thing. Like once my original band director left, he was a BCU. That was his school. Mm-hmm. When the new director came in, he was from NCAT. That was his school. Mm-hmm. That's where he was pushing us to. Mm-hmm. And he made his own arrangements. So we was playing. We weren't just playing 400 degrees, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man. We were playing his own arrangements of Drake and Nicki Minaj. And he kind of made it new school for us. We was playing what was on the radio.
Yeah. They play Tatted Up tonight. I was like, is that Tatted Up?
Do they know what that is?
I was like, do they even know what they playing?
That's a little before their time.
That's before they time. They know Tat It Up.
Yeah. Tat it up.
Yeah, I mean, our game, everything. It was a competition. It was their band against our band, and it used to be where First Coast and Jackson, like we would really rival it out with the bands. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it is now, because I ain't been to a high school football game.
Yeah, it's been.
My brother graduated in 2017. It's been.
That's my first one, and I couldn't take. But you know what? I will say what the difference is too, and I would agree. I didn't go to fucking Degrassi, but it was interesting, like because I was going to the game, and it's my wife's school's home game in Jacksonville, and they were playing another Jacksonville school, but that school is like maybe not even 5 minutes away. Mm-hmm. So the away side packed. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, because in Palm Coast, we only got 2 high schools. My school was like where the black kids went. Matanzas was like the other school. But when we play games, people not driving from Jacksonville to Palm Coast, but I drive around the corner. So I'm like, well, fuck, who the hell is which side is the home side? They was like this is the home side, but we also sitting over there. That's the overflow section. So that was interesting, because like they played within city quite often, and the school spirit is just there. It was nice.
Yeah. Now, good brother, you used to coach high school football, right?
No. I coached middle school.
Oh, middle school. Okay. And what was your record?
I jokingly say we went 0-9, but a lot of the players who I coach, who are like well in their 20s, like 23, 24. They just got on me the last time I posted it. They was like, now you know damn well, coach, we did better than 0-9. They said you won 2 games.
Okay. 2-7 better than 0-9.
2-7.
Yeah. About 2-7. So we did. I was a defensive coordinator. I was getting my ass cooked. I was getting my ass cooked. I call a play. I thought I had him in the corner. That nigga was calling reverse. God damn, how you put that? Ooh, that motherfucker's over there good. He is good over there. That offensive coordinator.
He was giving them their props, huh?
Boy, nigga hung 75 on us like it was a basketball game. I said, this.
Oh man.
That's my first and last year coach, and I said I refuse. Refuse to get players like this week to week.
Oh man.
Yeah. So my coaching career started and ended. I was gonna be out of my mind. I was gonna be the head coach for Alabama one day. After that season.
Not after that.
That did it for you, huh?
Uh-huh.
Do y'all miss high school? Like, if you can go back for a day, would you? But in current times, like not back to when you was there. In current times, you 10 years ago, but you with the students of today. Would you go back?
No, because it's almost like 21 Jump Street, right? Ain't that the movie? Yeah, when they went back to high school and the dude thought he was cool, ended up being the lame dude, and then the lame dude ended up being the cool. So it's so different now. Like I want to wear a big tee and go back with some Air Forces and
Mates.
Yeah, everything. Like I want the whole shit. Yeah, all of that, and I can't get that right now. So for me, it's gonna be a no. But if I can go back to when I graduated,
to when it was our time period, yeah.
From 07 to 11, woo, I'm there in a heartbeat, just like that.
I was 08 to 12. Nisa, you was 08 to 12.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when them clear Air Force Ones hit the streets?
What?
And you had to have a nice sock. I remember, I don't know if y'all remember, like we saw like a change in clothes so quickly. It was so drastic.
Yeah.
We went from like sweater vests, like wearing like business casual to school, like sweater vests and shit, to plaid. Like plaid was a thing, Lot 29, Ed Hardy, to like Aeropostale. If you didn't have the money, you went to Aeropostale. If you had money, you went to what the white kids went to
Hollister or American Eagle.
Or American Eagle, yeah. I was an Aeropostale baby for sure. But then it went to like preppy, to the rock star era, to clothes got skinny and
skinny jeans.
That's what I gave up. I won best dressed in middle school and high school, but you couldn't tell.
Same here, yeah.
Because I don't give a damn no more. Not that I don't give a damn. Like I can put that shit on. Y'all saw my green jumpsuit?
It was a one piece.
No,
that's my last one. That's my last one for the night. My last one for the night. I promise.
It was not a one piece, but I did look like the brat in that motherfucker. I look like Brett Loves.
I seen it.
I seen it too. He turned to the side. I said, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I was like, I look like the brat.
Good brother, when you turn to
and
the
I
side,
had to sit there and watch it. You talking about I look like the brat, and I'm like, dang, I ain't say that he did. That was on you. You said that, and nobody said that but you.
And
Now
we're really looking at it like, dang,
it's a nice little jumpsuit too. That is, and I got the green one. I should have went with a darker color, and then my wife was like, "Oh, that'll go good with your boots." My boots ain't Timberlands. My boots is just some boots.
Yeah,
like they just some regular boots. So when I put the boots on with it, I was like, I look like Brett Loves Judy out this bitch.
It was nice though. It wasn't nothing crazy.
It was
like,
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was
just you being you and making a joke out of it.
I think sometimes my wife point out clothes to me so nobody else look at me like that's a good outfit right there. You put that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like you sure? You sure about this one? No, that's a good one. That's a good outfit. And we put that shit on too because a woman tells us we look good and like DeWayne, I'm sure somebody told you that sweater.
Oh See, I was done, and you still got them coming.
I'm sorry. You just got that bandana on like Lisa Left Eye and TLC in that one video.
Because when you turned, you definitely thought she was a bad bitch when you turned. You definitely. You thought you was the way you turned. When you turned, you like pulled it down a little bit so you can try to make yourself slimmer, but ain't shit go nowhere. It was.
Oh man,
He done. Get off the screen. He done. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I was done. You yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. We moving the show along. We going here.
I say I got a couple questions. Let me ask you. Let me get back. Question of the day.
Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and I'm sitting in for Breeze this week with question of the day. Now, the question of the day that Breeze came up with, Breeze said, describe yourself with 3 songs. Give me 3 songs to describe yourself. Now, these I'm gonna give you a little bit of time because I know some of us got to think back a little further than the others. That's Betty Wright, if you don't know. Good brother, give me 3 songs to describe yourself.
I was thinking.
I got 3 songs for your ass right now, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. See, you starting up already.
I'm done.
Okay. I was thinking about that. I was like, dang, 3 songs that kind of that's hard to do because I'm a music lover. But so I came up with 3 and they go in this order. So first I'm gonna go with Earth, Wind and Fire, Love Holiday. And the reason why I came up with that song is because, for me, I'm 30, but I gotta, I feel like I like to do old men stuff. Like I feel like I enjoy simple things like cooking on the grill and having a nice, good, movie night in the house, things of that, reading a good book, right? I feel like that's, an old, so yeah. After that, I came up with because I'm a very laid back person, if you know me, like a personality wise. So I came up with Music Soul Child, which is the song Love by Music Soul Child. I feel like that's a very laid back, cool song. That kind of describes how I am day to day. Pretty laid, chill, cool back, just go with the flow kind of guy. But I got a little ratchet in me. So because of that, I came up with Nuck If You Buck by Crime Mob. And so that's very polar opposite. But I got some because if I'm in a club and I hear it, man, I got that swag. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna turn into a whole different person in that club because that's my song right there. So I got a little
Swag
ratchet.
Serving is your song?
Yeah, of course. Come on, that's that was our thing back in college, and so those are my 3. I feel like old school. I'm old soul, laid back, but I got a little ratchet there in me. So yeah, those are my 3.
I like that. I ain't mad at that list. I ain't mad at that. Neezy, 3 songs to describe yourself.
okay. I actually went all Beyonce with my stuff.
Okay,
because that's my girl.
Yeah.
Our birthdays 2 days apart, so that's my girl. So my first song is Flaws and All, because I feel like as women sometimes we don't accept our flaws, but I accept my flaws. Beyonce said I'm a train wreck in the morning and I'm a bitch in the afternoon, and sometimes I can get like that. So that's why I picked that song. And then Thick is my next song off the recent album because
how'd that one go?
That's that thick. That's that real shit. That's that jelly baby. Yeah, that.
Okay, I don't know
because
that sounds good.
Listen, you got to listen to the whole album. You can't just listen to Break My Soul. And
that's my shit.
The popular. Exactly. See my point. That right there.
That's my
and
shit.
And then
too.
lastly, I picked I Was Here because I do want to leave my mark on this world. I don't want to just be around here living and doing stuff. And then when I do pass on, it's like, okay, well, what did she do?
Okay.
So yeah, they're my 3 songs.
Okay. I'm gonna come up the top of the dome with mine. I'm gonna try to make it make sense. I gotta go old school, so I want to go with Summer Breeze by the Isley Brothers, because I think I'm a laid back kind of guy, and Summer Breeze makes you feel fine. That's like a good ass day.
Yeah.
Blowing through the jasmine in my mind. So Summer Breeze is my first one by the Isley Brothers. My second one is gospel. And I want to go is I'm tossing between two on this one. Either Marvin Sapp's Never Would Have Made It, or Donnie McClurkin's Get Used to Me. When I said Donnie McClurkin, damn balloons went up. I know Donnie. Nisi caught it.
I caught it too.
Oh man.
but either never. I want to lean towards Donnie McClurkin because that song, I'm walking in prosperity, living life without apologies. It's not wrong, dear. I belong here, so you might as well get used to me. I think that's just me. Mm-hmm. And then my last one, I don't get too ratchet. I don't get too turned. I don't know. I want to give a crazy ratchet one like DeWayne did. I do like Lil Wayne's 500 Degrees.
Yeah.
It's a song on there. Well, Lil Wayne, this is a cool ass song. Gangsters and pimps, love lobsters and shrimp, Kool-Aid and chicken, fancy things and women. That's my shit.
Okay. I ain't mad at that either.
Baby, you gotta roll for me. Get high in the clouds and the snow for me. You gotta get high and go low for me. It's cash money, young money, never know money. It's 500 degrees. It's not full, buddy. Yeah, that's my shit too. So those are my three.
Okay.
Now, good brother, I'm also you picked Music Soul Child's Love. Mm-hmm. Now, you've been open about your I don't want to say your stance on religion, but like you talked about that was like initially a gospel song.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, yeah, I knew that. I listen to gospel music. Like I think gospel music is great music to listen to. Like Marvin Sapp, I was just listening to that on Sunday, so I turned some gospel music up for sure.
Okay, I don't know who Mr. One Too Many is, but you get your one too many ass out of here taking shots at me.
I saw that too.
You get your, but no. So and then for the cousins, good brother, because I made the statement, but I wanted to be clear. Like what's the stance? Because I said it, but I know you.
In terms of what I believe in.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I'm basically like not religious, right? I know. My good brother is religious, right? Christian and all that. And me, I'm not. I'm like the polar opposite. I'm not really. I don't really practice religion. I would say I'm more spiritual than religious. And so, but I still, I basically grew up in the church. So I think gospel music is something that can never leave my soul. But
absolutely,
unfortunately, I just don't follow the practices and the rules of religion. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, Nisi, he say all that, and then we was having a conversation about the plane shaking, and I said, brother, who you called on with a
Oh, I believe in God. Don't get it twisted now. I definitely believe in a God. Don't get it twisted now. I definitely believe in a God. Because I was yeah. Nisi,
that plane started shaking.
Listen.
That plane started shaking. Everybody call us somebody.
Listen, you got to. So.
Yeah, so that's my three. That's y'all's three. Let us know in the comments what 3 songs describe you. That is the question of the day.
I say I got a couple questions. Let me ask you. Look. Question of the day.
Nisi Ray. What they do. They get drunken, they get loose. Turn them sluts to prostitute. I might put that on my list. That's my little turned up song. Either that one or I'm a thug clock, you're nice like this. Shoot a bitch and don't you miss. I'm a thug clock, you're nice like this. Shoot up and don't you miss. It's a robbery. Nah, get on the ground. Give me your wallet and hush your mouth.
Y'all know that song word for word.
Yes, I just have not heard that in
your money. Yo,
That must be a Florida song.
it definitely is.
Okay.
It definitely is.
That's what I
But you
said. I
gotta
ain't heard
put
that in
your
ages.
get into it. Don't be scared. Do it. Then you want to roll your tongue from the back.
That go perfect with the letter we're about to read.
Speaking of, Niecy, what's going on this week, Niecy, in Love 'em and or Leave 'em?
All right, y'all. So this is Love 'em or Leave 'em, where y'all write into us and we try our best to give you advice on your letters the best way we know how, based on our experiences and what we know. And y'all can send those letters into jtgentertainment.com. All right, so our first letter is coming out of Mississippi, because we're going to say it like that. Cousin don't count. What's good, family? Okay, so boom. I'm a 25-year-old mixed cousin, Black, white, and Native, so you say. And I moved out to Mississippi to play basketball at a JUCO. She didn't end up working out, but I decided to stay here, finish school, and get a job. I've been here for about 3 years and it's cool. So rewind just a little bit. When I first moved out here, I lived in a small ass town where it seemed like everybody knew everybody. I dated this girl, but it wasn't anything serious. I just wanted some consistent, clean coochie. I live in a bigger city now and haven't seen that girl since that year. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, I'm at work and a baddie pulled up on me. I work in insurance. We chopped it up, I got her a policy, and we've been in contact. So I'm strolling through IG the other day and see she posted a story. In the story, she was posted up with the girl I used to knock down. The caption on the picture said, cousins, but more so sisters. I don't know if I bring it up to her or should I just let it play out. Cousins, what would y'all do? Sign, should I smash first? Listen. I think you know what you should do. I think you feel it in your deep down in your spirit what you should do. But she not gonna be okay with it. The cousin not gonna be okay with it. And honestly, I just as a woman, we usually don't be okay with that. We kind of don't sleep with each other's men, whether y'all sleeping together right now or y'all slept together in the past. Like it just, we don't pass off like that. I don't know how y'all do, because y'all men, y'all do stuff differently, but we don't pass off like that. So I kind of think you know that you should tell her like, hey, like I used to mess with your cousin, sister, whoever she is. And maybe you need to figure out like really how close they are, because they say they're cousin sisters, but are they really cousin sisters? Or was that just one of them days where they were real cool with each other? And oh girl, let's take this picture. Because we all got that one cousin sister that in reality, we ain't that close for real. And like Aaron say, we find out eventually. Like you don't even have to tell her. I can almost guarantee that she probably already know. And she waiting on you to say, hey, like, I know so-and-so and we had a thing. Is that going to affect us? So, yeah. You might as well go ahead and tell her, because she know. You know how we do. We get real investigative. We know your whole life before you tell us. Most of us. So.
Yeah, that's a tough letter you just read right there, Niecy. But first of all, I definitely want to commend the person who wrote it on school, graduating from school and getting a job. Definitely got to congratulate you on that, because for most people in those situations, they don't finish, and you finished, and you got that job. I mean, I agree with what a lot of Niecy said, right? I think personally, I think it depends on their relationship, and it sounds like they're close. So I would say because of that, like you almost have to tell her, right? Because of how close the two are. I think at some point, if you do continue with the girl, you probably gonna go back to her apartment. You probably gonna run into the girl, right? Because if you're just trying to smash, 9 times out of 10, you'll do a lot to get to that goal of smashing. Which means if you gotta go up to her apartment, you got whatever the case may be. So I just think that personally, you gotta tell her, and I think personally she'll respect you a lot more because you never know. You know, something could come of it to where they might be okay with it, right? You never know. Like they might be okay with it. There are some women or friends I've known women and groups of women who were okay with something like that, and so you never know. So I just think personally, you got to be honest and you got to tell her. It's not about smashing. I just think you got to be honest. You got to be truthful. And I think in this situation, you got to do that. I think you know the answer, like Niecy said. I just think you just want somebody to tell you that you should smash, and unfortunately, I'm telling you, you should tell her. So that's my advice.
Well,
I feel like Jerry Passer. Jerry, you 30. Jerry, you 30 now. Remember that.
I know how the hell old I am. That ain't gonna change his response. You know why? Because he is what, 25?
Yeah.
It's good family, 25-year-old, moved to Mississippi to play basketball. JUCO, your ass was sorry. Nah, I love you, cousin. But come on, we gonna keep it a buck. Not that you were sorry, but you just ain't have like the next level shit. You did exactly what you were supposed to do, finish school, go get a job. Stuff that ended up working out, and you did what you had to do. All right, you first moved there. You started dating in quotes, which mean that it wasn't a serious relationship. You was just knocking this girl down. I like that you said consistent, clean coochie. I've always said that consistent coochie is always a good thing. That's what men seek. And then you put clean in there, which is even better. Consistent, clean coochie. Now you in a bigger city in Mississippi. But you met this lady, you gave her a policy, y'all exchanged numbers, y'all been talking, but you saw that she posted on her Instagram story, the girl that you was smashing X amount of years ago. And the caption said, what did it say? Let me find it. Cousins more like sisters or something like that, if I can remember. Cousins, what would you do? I wouldn't say shit.
I knew you was supposed to say that.
I wouldn't say a damn thing. I would not. You know why? Here's why I wouldn't say nothing. Y'all only been talking for what? A couple of weeks? It's two or so weeks. You don't really know the relationship between this girl and her cousin. Is it even really her real cousin? As like Niecy said, is it one of these fake things where like we just gonna pose up for the gram? Because she got more followers than I do, and I wanted to share this picture so I can get some. It's too new in this situationship for you to come and then just openly divulge that information. Because I highly doubt that this girl has told the cousin that she's talking to you in this quick span of time, and I just don't see the point of doing it now. Like maybe at some point you probably should do it, but I think that's one of them situations where you can give up more info. Niggas that oftentimes give up more information than what was asked. Now, if you would have said this was her sister, this is her best friend, ride or die, like they always posting together and on the gram, and you ask her who you with, and she say this girl, like they always in each other's company, then I got a different answer for you. But if you just so happen to scroll through her story and just see her posted, cousins more like sisters, ain't that a damn Drake song or some shit? It sounds like it could be a bar. So because of that, I would say give it time. Now, if in that time that you've given it, she gives you the coochie, I'm not mad at that. But I wouldn't just jump out there with that information, especially if you and this girl wasn't anything serious to you. Now, her POV may be different. She might have been in love with you. She might have a whole different POV. And then if that comes up, then you need to explain that. Then you need to tell the girl that you with, like, yeah, we used to talk. For me, it was just this clean, consistent coochie. But it was nothing more than that. And be honest in that. Be honest in that conversation. That's my advice to you. I wouldn't say shit, it's too early. If you was talking to this girl for like 6 months or something, and y'all were in love or headed there, then I might have a different answer. And then after that, you definitely would have smashed, so my answer wouldn't mean nothing. But yeah, I wouldn't say nothing. It's too soon. Too early. Way, way, way too early for you to just. Yeah, y'all might not even talk to each other next week. Y'all might be done talking next week. It's too new. It's my advice.
Okay.
He might not smash before she find out.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. I'm just saying.
If they as close as they making it seem,
yeah.
I don't think
they done already peeped it.
Because they said cousins.
They already peeped it.
So the caption says that they related. Cousins more like sisters. So
but sometimes cousins be like the friend that you like, your mama friend kids that you grew up with.
Good brother, we homies, right? If we post something, I ain't putting cousins. Right?
We also dudes too.
Yeah, true. But Nisi, if you post a picture with your homegirl, one of your best friends, would you put that caption? Like, is that something that this might,
I mean, I have cousins that aren't my cousins, and we close like that.
Okay.
And if my cousin was to be smashing somebody, I already know about this dude she's smashing. So if he called himself trying to hit on me, we gonna put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, that's that same nigga. Like,
but that makes me think that they're not as close. They're not as close then. Because Nisa, you have a very valid point.
About it yet. They ain't talked about it yet.
That's a valid point.
They ain't talked about it because the last girl, it wasn't really that, they just had their thing going on through college. Let
me ask you this though. You said they ain't talk about it yet, but if they close friends, cousins, then they're like sisters, right? Mm-hmm. She'd have showed this girl this dude.
Exactly.
Instagram was out a couple of years ago, so that's why I'm like, they haven't talked about it yet, and I don't think that they as close as that cap. People be capping all the time on social media.
No, that's true. I
don't think that they as close as that caption. That's why I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't say shit. I say Hudson, you say shit.
Shout out to Mr. Too Many.
Right. At the round table.
At the round
table. All right, y'all. Don't treat me like a hoe. Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, cousins. I'm writing in because I need some advice. I've been with my boyfriend for about 6 months. We're both students. He's a grad student and I'm a junior. He's a really good guy. We actually met my freshman year, but he was in a relationship. He didn't try me or anything, but here's my problem. Sex with him is really good. I mean, really, really good. But I've noticed that the longer we date, the freakier he is becoming. He told me that he's getting more comfortable with me and wants to explore new things. He asked me to eat his ass, and I did it. I'm freaky too, but to an extent. So the other day we were recording ourselves. He had the phone. When he was getting ready to come, he pulled the condom out and came all over my face while recording me. And he said, "Who is daddy's little slut?" I said, "Me." When I went to the bathroom and saw myself, I felt disgusted. He didn't notice my mood shift when I got back into the bed and proceeded to go on like nothing was wrong. I felt tried. I ain't a hoe and shouldn't be treated like one. I love this man, but how do I have this conversation with him? I don't want him to pull back, but I also have boundaries. Sign, I look like a fool. Did you look like a fool? Or was you just in the moment, girl? Because when you in the moment, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Well, I feel like first, if you love this man like you say you do, and if he loves you like you think he does, then having that conversation should not be a problem. Sex is communication in general. Like, you got to tell him what you like. He got to tell you what he like in order for y'all to have good sex. And according to you, the sex is good. So that means y'all already have been communicating. So just tell him not to come on your face no more. You don't like that. That made you feel uncomfortable. It made you feel disgusting. So let him know that. Because if he did it this one time, he feels that you were comfortable with it. So it might become a thing down the line. Like, It may not happen every time, but because you didn't say, hey, yeah, that wasn't it for me, he gonna think that you cool with it. So you definitely gotta have that conversation. But y'all already, I mean, shoot, y'all doing some things, child. Y'all getting it in, having y'all a good old time. Don't be feeling disgusted now. Shoot, you around here eating ass and shit. Don't feel disgusted now. What y'all think?
Hey, why you put me up? These comments got me. Shout out to Misty 2 Minute. That man a porn star. You gotta stop, man. Okay. I'm getting serious though. But my take on this. Okay, so few things, right? This is a lot. We just read a few things. The whole eating ass thing. Yeah. We just gonna we're gonna leave that right there. So the first thing for me I would say is. One, this man feels safe with you, right? Like, I think that's because a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, when you have sex and for him to take his level of freakiness up that high, he has to feel extremely safe with you. So one, I just want to applaud that on both of y'all ends, that he does feel safe with you to be able to do those things with that. I do think personally that the whole coming on you piece, right? I think that's a conversation that for me, I know in any relationship that I'm going to have with my partner, right? I'm going to let her know, hey, this is something I want to do, right? Are you open to it? I ain't just about to just bust right on her face and just like ask no wild ass question like that. Like, for me, I'm not doing that. We gonna have that conversation, which I think is very important as well. So, but I think it's worth having that. Like, it's worth having a conversation. I am going to say a little bit as well. I think that this is the first time in a relationship where you've been out freaked, if that makes sense. And so what I'll say is, you sound like you're like, you know, it sounds like you're a freak, right? Which is good. And, you know, I think any man likes a good freak, right? In a relationship who has that freaky side. But it sounds like you've always been the freaky person in your past relationships or situationships. And this is the first time when you're being out freaked now. And so now you don't know how to handle it. It's like, whoa, hold up now. This is a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with that. So that piece. So I think that it might be a small little insecurity, just a small one. Of these comments got me
right.
but there might be a small little insecurity there of where maybe is it really, because there is a conversation y'all need to have, right? The whole coming on you piece, the video piece, like all of that, right? There's conversations I need to have here. But I'm sure this has been going on for a little while now, where you're seeing, okay, this guy's freakier than I am, right? There were stages to this. It just didn't go from 1 to 10. There were stages of this freakiness that happened over the relationship. And I think that you are getting out freaked in this relationship because you're used to probably being that freaky person in the relationship, bringing new things into the relationship sexually. Now you got someone who willing to do it all. I mean, this guy sounds like he willing to go there if he really, really, really want to go there. And you don't know how to handle that. So I think what Nisi said is correct. Just having that conversation, having that open dialogue about it, I think for me will work. And I think y'all need to have that conversation. You need to tell him what you're comfortable with, and he need to respect that. And that's how y'all need to proceed. So
yeah, that's cool. Ma'am, you let this dude toot it and boot it. He done tooted his ass up and you licked his ass, then you want to complain about him busting on your face.
They said he a producer for the Hub.
You can let this man toot boot and then you mad that he bust on your face. Now I understand your boundaries. I get that. Cool. I'm with you. I think that DeWayne had a great point. He out freaked your ass.
Yeah.
You try to say, let me show you something, watch this. He's like, nah, bitch, watch this. And he put your ass in a position that you was not ready for.
Yeah.
And you wasn't ready for him all on your face. That caught you off guard. Yeah. And here's just me assuming. I think that you enjoyed it, but when you walked into that mirror and then under them lights and saw yourself, your daddy's daughter, your mama's daughter, student, scholar, with toaster strudel cream dripping down your face, you felt stupid and dumb. You felt bad. You was like, look at me. I tell you, man, that's what all dudes feel when we do something with women we didn't really want to do with, we just needed to get it off. And we go in the bathroom, we look at ourselves, and we like, look at you. You look dumb. Or whenever man has a moment with himself, one of them nasty Pornhub induced moments, maybe Twitter porn, you get done and you look at yourself with your hand all sticky and wet, and you say, look at you, you look disgusting. You should be, you had one of them moments that dudes have quite frequently. You had a frequent dude moment.
Yeah.
I think that I think that was that his first time calling you a slut? And they say you are what you answer to. You answered, not saying that you slutty.
She said me proudly.
Yeah.
Me.
Not saying you slutty, but your activities at night falls highly into slut's manner.
Mm-hmm.
Don't treat you like a hoe. I don't think that he treated you like a hoe. I think that he treated you like someone who ate his ass. Shit.
I'm just saying.
He treated you like someone who he put his booty in front of. He can't listen to nothing you say because it's full of shit. You had your tongue in his asshole. Now, people, to each their own. Do what you like to do, enjoy what you love. Have that conversation with him because I think that you did enjoy it, but maybe because you didn't see it coming. No pun intended. Maybe because you wasn't prepared for it, or maybe because you didn't want to see yourself under the lights like that. Next time, tell him bring a rag, clean me up afterwards. If you're gonna do that, clean me up so I ain't gotta look at myself like that. You felt ashamed and disgusted. You enjoyed it. You was in it. You had your eyes closed, mouth open, tapping your forehead with it. Slapping yourself. You was in it. You was there. He was. That's why he slept fine. He ain't know nothing was wrong. Probably tried the shit again. Go ahead, good brother.
No, I was gonna say one more thing. I said the sign when you should have been. First of all, when you agreed to eat his ass, that's when you know this nigga
everything
was
else
like he going up from there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like once he got that confirmation, she really about to eat my ass. Oh, I can do whatever now. And you did it. Yeah. That gave him. Now, granted, I don't agree. He should have just, you know what I mean, did what he did. But once she did that, it was over. So
that's Pandora's box.
And I was just Google image him and see if you on somebody OnlyFans. You might be content.
You might be.
Your ass might be content. I hope not. I pray not. I hope that you're not, but it's possible. I hope that you was recording those on your phone and not sending them. Yeah. Look at it back. Rewatch film. See where you messed up at. See where you went wrong. That's what we used to do in football all the time. Yep. The eye in the sky do not lie. Mr. To me said she'll be sucking toes next week. I think she beyond toes. She ate ass. She's beyond.
They passed that.
Yeah, they definitely
passed the toes.
She's next week. She gonna be plugging his butt with a goddamn thing.
She done been slapped. She beyond.
Yeah,
she gonna be getting spanked. All that.
Yeah,
She over here.
Once you eat ass as a woman, I don't think like there's no cap to what you would do. Like if a lady said, "Oh, I eat the gooch," that's different.
That's different. Yep, that's different.
But a lady say she eat the ass, the whole booty,
the whole ass.
You put your face in the booty.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can't even ask me to taste this no more. Here, taste this. This tastes funny. I better do shitty tongue. Lisa, close your segment. I'm sorry.
Let's see, y'all. This was Love 'em or Leave 'em, where y'all write into us about how you got out free. And then we try to give you advice the best way we know how, because baby, these letters y'all be writing us, sometimes I just be like, what enticed you to ask us about this? But hey, we here for it. Just give us some updates when you figure it out. Mm-hmm. And y'all can send them letters in to jtgentertainment.com.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the ass eaters out there. All the women eaters. All the women eating, all the ass eaters, all the gobblers, the goopy goobers.
Gobblers.
Goopy goobers.
All the goopy goobers out there. Go ahead. Do your thing. It was your thing. Do what it is that you want to do. And we got to go right here. We're going right to this or that. Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and I'm back again because Breeze is out. I think Breeze been posting on Facebook, so I know the nigga power back on. Because even with data plan, you still can't post on social media because my phone takes forever in the day with my Wi-Fi down. So this is this or that, where I ask you questions and you choose either this or you pick that. You can tell me why, or you can just let it be what it is. Playlist, a music playlist on a long road trip, or podcast.
I think for me, it's gonna have to be podcasts, and the reason why I say that is because on a long road trip, some music can put you to sleep, but a podcast will keep me up and engaged, especially because I know I'm gonna put on a podcast that's gonna make me laugh.
Yeah,
that's gonna have me think a little bit too, but also laugh. And so, yeah, music can be up and down. You can get crunk 1 minute, and you could be, you could be vibing and chilling out next minute. Yeah. So definitely podcast.
I'm gonna go podcast too because I normally watch YouTube videos on my road trip. So that's like listening to a podcast. Well, illegally, but
These got the phone set up on the damn thing, driving, swerving. The sorry, I'm a Virgo.
You put that. Not sorry, I'm a Virgo. You gotta sit the phone on the dashboard properly so that you can do that.
Don't tell nobody else that you do that, Nisi.
Exactly. I said, please, we're gonna stop talking about it.
And you better get one of them things that clip on that you can sit the phone in.
Your AC vent.
Mm-hmm. That too.
All right, here we go. Only wear shoes like tennis shoes or sneakers, or only wear slippers to work, to anywhere, to work out. You can only wear shoes for the rest of your life, or you can only wear slippers. Shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shoes too.
I love a good slipper. Okay. Only have the season be summer. It's always summer, or it's always winter.
I grew up in the winter, so for me, it's gonna be summer all day. Because that winter is depressing as hell.
Play with, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do summer because I like the beach. So
okay. Give me a Florida winter because you can dress more in the winter. It feels better. People are nicer in the winter for whatever reason down south because we ain't used to it a little bit. Give me a Florida winter. All right. Only season your food. That's what it is. Because when you get hot, you get irritated. Mm-hmm. Only season your food with salt, or only season your food with pepper.
I mean, pepper give it a little spice depending on how much pepper you use.
The whole goddamn container.
Pepper can get spicy.
Your brother?
I'm gonna go with salt, but I'm gonna go with pink Himalaya salt though. So I don't know if you ever had pink Himalaya salt.
Pink Himalaya salt is good.
It's good. It's different than the regular white salt. So I'm gonna definitely go with that for sure.
Okay. Be loved the way that you want to be and need to be for the rest of your life, or have all of the things that money can buy.
Love me properly, because if you have everything money can buy, shoot, these celebrities offering themselves left and right. They got the money that the things can buy. Yeah. They ain't happy though.
Yeah, I'm the same reasons. I'm gonna go with love. I take love all day over that. So yeah. Okay.
Only be able to use Facebook, or only be able to use Instagram.
I'm an old school. I always say that, but Facebook for me, like Instagram, cool, but I like to, Facebook. You can, for me, I like Facebook better. It's more interactive. My family on Facebook. My aunts, my uncles on Facebook. I can communicate with everybody. Instagram is everybody's an influencer on Instagram, and I personally don't care to, you know what I mean, to be involved with that. So
Yes.
That one's hard for me. I like IG, but Facebook get real entertaining.
It do.
I just be on there scrolling. I don't post nothing. I don't talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I might do a little happy birthday here and there, but I be entertained. So yeah, I go with Facebook too.
Facebook, okay.
Facebook is entertaining.
All right, and then the last one: live in a nice, cheap apartment with terrible, terrible, terrible neighbors, or live in a nice home but it's way above your budget. You live in check to check every month. So nice, cheap apartment with terrible, terrible, aggravating, fighting every night, blasting music. You can barely go to sleep neighbors, or live in a nice, secluded home, but it's way above your means.
That's tough right there.
That is tough.
I'm gonna say
I
this.
don't want to call the police all the time, but to live comfortably sounds nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have to be calling the police on them folk all the time. Y'all fighting again? Sure, 911.
But they gonna start fighting
you. They don't want to come over here. Locked and loaded. Don't come over here.
Locked and loaded.
That's trespassing.
That's trespassing. They gonna catch you in the parking lot.
I don't know you, and I'm in fear of my life. That's what police told me to say. I'm in fear of my life.
I'm gonna probably go check to check, because me personally, when it comes, I'm not bougie, but living and sleeping is the only part of bouginess that comes with me. I feel like personally. Jay, why you making that face? Stop doing that. I ain't bougie, but I will say, the moment I move in there, I'm looking for a new job. I tell you that much.
You better be.
Gotta be. Hey, that is this week's This or That. Let us know in the comments what you think, and let us know from answer to answer, what would you choose? Would you choose this, or would you choose that?
This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that.
Hey, and we back like that. Moving the show along, we got to go right the hell here to my favorite segment. It's my segment, and it's called the Top 5.
Look, tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
Oh, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and this week my top 5, we're gonna do a collective top 5. Now, these ladies have put a list out of all the places that you cannot take them to on a first date, right? You got this whole list of places, 28 things on this list. We don't need 28. All we need is a good 5. They got a list of things, of places they don't want to go for their first date. I think that we should do, as men, a list of things that we don't want to hear. A whole lot of shit that we don't want to hear. Good brother, you automatically thought of something immediately.
No, I'm just listening.
And Nisi, no, this is collective. And Nisi, you get in on this too. What some things that you don't want to hear from men or your man, and then some things that us men we don't want to hear. Like I don't want to hear a reminder. If I said I'm gonna do it, damn it, I'm gonna do it. Now it might not be right now. Might not be right now. It might be tomorrow, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I said I'm gonna take the trash out. The trash is going. I might not jump up right now. The trash gonna be outside.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Somebody said talking about your ex. If you were somebody talking about their ex, they miss them.
Yeah, that's a
You know, when Keisha used to rub my balls, she did it in a circle of motion.
Oh man.
You be going up and down, but she be in circles. Thought that you would want to know that.
I'm trying to think of one that's good that I don't want to hear. Oh,
I don't want to hear about your day past a certain minimum. Like I want to hear about your day. I want to hear what's going on. Past a certain minimum though. Like if you find yourself having to explain every detail beyond the surface, I think that you done told me too much about your day. If I'm trying to figure out who was Hakeem in the mailroom and LaWanda over in accounting, like what they coming at the store? Ain't got shit to do with the store, but you just threw their names in there. We don't want to hear that. Give us a good synopsis of your day. You ain't got to get all the details. Because when y'all be telling the story, then turn right, then go here. Remember I told them then when I went down to the mail.
Go here.
Yeah. This ain't.
I don't even want to talk. Like when I first get home, I need that little breather to regroup. Then we could talk. I'm gonna speak because I'm Southern. I ain't rude. Now I'm gonna speak when I walk in the house. But give me like 10, 15 minutes to just decompress.
You saw the last co-host.
Don't do that.
Maybe because you're a Virgo.
Oh man. So this ain't necessarily something that like I don't want to hear, but one of the things and baby, if you're watching, I love you. I love you to death. But one of the things she do when I show her something on my phone, you know how you just show somebody something on your phone? And it's like, here, just look at it. You look at it, she take the whole phone and then she got to zoom in, she got to zoom out, she got to do
looking at shit that you wasn't even trying to show. Like, who was that in the back? Don't worry about who was that.
I'm trying to show you a picture. That's all you just look. There you go. That's it. She got to take the whole phone. She got to investigate, and she's not doing it because because of think I'm cheating or anything like that, but she's just doing it because that's just who she is.
You show a picture.
Yeah,
look at these shoes. You trying to show the shoes. She always, I didn't know the sky was that blue yesterday. That damn it, I ain't talking about
like we talking about one thing, one picture. Like, oh man, yeah. That's probably one thing that I love her. I love you if you're watching. So
they said earthly, you
may
be
on the show for the night. I know, right? I might be.
The funny thing, they called your ass earthly.
I know. I don't know why they keep calling me earthly.
I've been noticing that too.
Yeah, I'm like earthly.
Put his name back on the screen.
Is that earthly? Called your ass earthly. That is your IG name though, Earthly Vine.
It is. So that's why I ain't tripping about it. Oh man, that's funny.
Also, the list. I don't want to hear.
Why you ain't saying good, brother?
No, I'm joking. I don't. So we gotta walk. Lisa, you give us one that you don't want to hear. Shit, we gotta walk fine lines over here.
Y'all sure do, because it sounds like you about to be on the sofa too.
Too, right?
Earthly, pass me a pillow.
I don't know. As a woman, don't ask me what I want to eat because you're not gonna get a straight answer. I don't want to hear that. Just cook something. Because I'm gonna eat it. I like food, so don't ask me. I don't want to hear that.
The first thing you gonna say, me. You ain't want to cook the other thing.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You ain't want to cook the.
I like food.
I cooked steak the other night.
And my boyfriend liked to cook, so
that's true.
Yeah, in my household. If he cook, I'm gonna eat. I don't care what time it is either. It could be right now, and I'm gonna be like,
right now.
It could be right now, and I'm be like, yeah, I do want some.
Y'all saw the video of the man on TikTok. The lady was bringing him a plate, and he was like, "Thank you." Like every video, "Thank you." Y'all don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I ain't gonna say what they said, but they call that man everything but a child of God. Your brother, give me one more and I'm gonna wrap it up. Give me one more. Something that you don't want to hear. On this list, we just making a list of things you don't want to hear about.
So mine will have to be similar to yours. I don't like too much detail. If I ask one question, I just want the answer to that question, right? And sometimes I notice when I ask people, they go into, oh, well, this, that, and that, and that. They got to give me, it take about 5 minutes to bring a story together. And I got patience, but I don't at the same time. So I'm like, I just want this thing to wrap up quickly. You know what I mean? And so just get straight. Yeah, just get straight to the point. And sometimes, So yeah, that probably
go. Let us know in the comments, what would you put on your list of things that you don't want to hear since everybody making fucking lists? That is the top 5.
Look, tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Top 5.
Niecy Ray, before we get up out of here for the day, dog, let us know, what is it this week that women want to know?
All right, y'all. This week, women want to know, do men feel some type of way about a woman who does everything for themselves and seem not to need them?
It's a great question. Good brother.
So for me, I personally, like, I wouldn't feel any kind of way as a man, right? Because me personally, I encourage, my person to do her own thing. And she told me straight up, like, when we got together, like, listen, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to make my own money. This is what I'm going to do. Of course, you my man, whatever the case, you can support me financially how you want to, but I'm going to do my own thing. And she had her own thing already when we met. So she had her own business. She was speaking. She was doing all these things, well-known scholar. And so I feel like for men who have an issue with that, I feel like it's an ego thing. Like I really do. Like I feel like it's them. They don't know how to check their own ego, right? They feel like a woman got to depend on them. And that ain't the case at all, because it's also it's like a competition. Like you're trying to create basically like an unwarranted competition that doesn't need to happen. So I feel like both of y'all, I always say this too about relationships. Like, people always say, oh, well, in a relationship, it's half and half. You got to bring your full self to a relationship. You got to be 1 and 1. And that means having your own things outside of a relationship. So for me, I think it's definitely an ego thing, and also a little bit of an insecurity for a man.
Yeah. And I agree 100%. Because I think that the reverse of that is the woman who wants the man to do everything. He got to pay all the bills. Exactly. It's like, nah, hell no. Do something. Now, I will say, I don't want to look up and see my girl cutting the grass. Not that you can't cut the grass, but if you're gonna cut the grass, you go tell all the neighbors that you decided that you wanted to cut the grass. You go door to door and let their ass know, like, no. Okay. I got a green thumb. You let them know that your thumb is green. You go tell everybody in the neighborhood that you got a green thumb, and this is enjoyment for you. This ain't no have to. Like, I see a lady in our neighborhood, she be dragging the trash can to the road, and I don't think that's enjoyable for her. But it look like she be doing it with frustration. And she got a husband or a man that lives there. That's a grown ass man that lives there. Because I be people watching from a car. I'll be sitting in the car and watching people. But I see her do it every time trash supposed to go out. I see her drag that trash can to the goddamn end of the road and then drag it back. And I'm like, oh, you cheating on him. You throwing that pussy to somebody else. I think you fucking with a man in 37712.
Oh shit! Why?
I think you're sleeping with Mr. Johnson around the corner. I mean, people watching. I be seeing you walking over there. You walk your dog past this man's house 16 times. Dog ain't pissed yet. So I will say, like, I definitely support the independent woman. But men do also want to feel needed in some aspects. I saw Brooke put in the comments. She said, "I'm gonna always need help opening the jar."
For sure.
And it's even small things like that. Like, I remember one time my wife, like I said on that list of things, like, I'm gonna get to it. I guess it took me too long to get to it. And she decided she was gonna change out the whole fucking light fixture in the house by herself. Now her crazy ass got up on the ladder shaking, then hit herself in the head with the old light fixture to put the new one up. I come in the house like, what the hell is you doing? She's like, well, you took too long. I said, not looking. Now I got to cut all the power off. Now you hit a wire. The minute we start making up shit, you hit the wire, mess the transmission. Now the house gonna go bad.
The house gonna go bad.
Now I gotta fix it.
Oh, man.
So I hope that answered your question, Nisa.
It did.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Maybe we wouldn't have.
And I definitely agree. It is the ego thing for certain men, and
Sure.
like you said, DeWayne, insecurities, because some men can't take a woman that can do for herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes that's like, dang, she don't need me. What I'm here for.
Right.
And some men might need that though, because some men need to get their ish together, and that woman come in your life, she gonna help you get your ish. I've seen that before. I've seen women get men together, and sometimes they need that. So,
and I've also seen some men who prefers that dynamic in the relationship. Like he prefers to be told what to do. He prefers to be talked to crazily by his person, not necessarily crazily, but like don't go nowhere. Like he wants to be in that childhood role. Is what I would call it. And shit, if it's gumbo for them, then it's shit for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just made that one up. I don't know. I'm gonna flush it out a little bit.
You'll flush it out a little bit.
I'm gonna flush it out a little bit.
Oh man. All right, y'all. This is Women Want to Know, and this week women want to know: do men feel some type of way about a woman who does everything for themselves and doesn't seem to need them?
Well, there it is. And this was a great show, y'all. I'm sorry Bree's going to be here for the festivities, but it was a great show. Good brother, you are welcome back anytime. Just don't come with no.
I knew you about to say.
Where can they follow you on social media, good brother?
Hey, appreciate again. I appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you to the cousins, the Dignified Delinquents. I'm a huge fan of the show. You can follow me at Earthly Vine. That's my main page. And then I also do photography. So you can follow my photography page, DCA Vision, on Instagram. So yeah.
DCA Vision. Now, good brother, you also released a book recently.
Yeah. So me and my lady, we recently released a book for our son. And so, and so definitely purchase that on Amazon. It's called Our Power, Our Name. And so, yeah, purchase it on Amazon if you can. It's $18. That's it. I know you got 18 you can help us out with. So yeah.
Niecy Ray, where can they follow you on social media?
All right, y'all. Y'all know y'all can follow me at Niecy Ray. That's my main page. And of course, y'all need to get the butters and the scrubs and the oils. And y'all can catch all of that at stay_chic beauty.
There it is. Stay_chic beauty. Breeze is out this week, but you can make sure that you go get Ari's book, Stranger Danger, and you can follow him on social media at that dude Breeze. Now, for me, myself personally, I can be followed on all platforms at Jerry the Great. That's Jerry THA Great. Make sure that you check out Just Jerry the podcast. It comes out every Wednesday right here where you're listening to this podcast. I appreciate y'all for supporting that, loving on that, and loving on me. We are the Dignified Delinquents, and you won't believe it, man. You will not believe it, but we out.